Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with red licorice straw?
Right here.
Pride flags in the air?
Oh, you know it. I'm gay.
Hi everyone, welcome to Ready to Start the Podcast Pride Month edition.
Oh my god, is this the Pride Month special of Ready to Start the Podcast?
This is the Pride Month special, Ready to Start the Podcast. This is the queerest episode yet.
Yep.
I'm Ryan Rivety, the host of this dang show. One of them at least. Who else is here?
It's me, Pride Month Rosa.
Whoa.
I am one of the L and the T and the non-binary.
And I'm Seep. Pride Month Seep.
I'm introducing myself, Rosa.
I didn't get to finish. I just wanted to say I got 3+ power. So
And I'm
stat up.
Rosa, please. We all have to introduce ourselves. I'm Seep.
Okay.
I'm Pride Month Seep. Sorry, you slinked away so submissively. I'm sorry. I feel bad for yelling at you. And it's just something comes over me when we do this show. I'm Seep. I'm the third regular of this podcast here. But you know, usually we don't keep it at 3. We usually like to have a special guest on. Who's our special guest today?
Standing at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window. It's me, Gay Dawn.
Gay
wait, is it Gay Dawn or Pride Dawn?
Pride
on. But
Let's Pride Dawn.
Sounds like a dinosaur.
We have to see how Multiverses labels their Pride Month skins to know first.
Oh shoot, yeah. Proud. It'll be like Proud Superman, you know.
I want
Pride fans.
okay, I'll be Pride Dawn because that's the Multiverses label. Pride Dawn. I'm the B and the T of the Pride flag, and I am here on the podcast tonight.
Hi, Don.
Hey.
What do you do?
Do you think Multiverses will... Sorry. Don, you continue.
I'm a part-time YouTuber, full-time hater. I cause ruckus. I wreak havoc. That's all I do.
Who are we hating on today?
Oh, Multiverses.
The same thing we hate on every night, Pinky.
That's kind of true. I can't shade Multiverses this week because I didn't play it.
What were you gonna say?
I'm not.
What were you gonna say about it just now?
Well, do you think they'll distinguish? I was thinking about how they would label their upcoming Pride-themed skins for some of their fighters. I mean, I guess are we just getting into the news right now? I mean, this is one of our topics we have today.
We might as well.
Hold on. We can talk about this and then segue into like the rest. Just real quick, in case you're unaware, Multiverses had Pride Month skins leaked. It's not for every character. It's only for some. One of them, we haven't seen them. The only one we've seen is Superman, who has a shirt that says "Proud Dad" with the gay pride flag on it.
Right. Do you know why?
Why?
Like, one of the Supergirls is gay. One of them.
That's his daughter?
One of them?
I guess so. What is she even in the game?
No.
Why would they bring that up?
I don't know.
What? It's a fan.
Okay, well, the characters who are getting Pride Month skins are Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Velma, Garnet, Harley Quinn, and Bugs Bunny.
This is a podcast where we talk about like animation news, by the way. If this is your first episode, because we're kind of just getting right into it. We've never started an episode so swiftly.
We got the allure of the Multiverses gay skins were like.
I guess it's the Pride Month special. Once you hear that, you're like, well, if this is the Pride Month special, we got to hear what they think about this, right?
Well, hold on. Can we make sure that all of the news has some kind of queer coding?
Oh, well, I think Donald Trump's 34.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Yeah, make sure that we queer code that.
I hope
that's kind of messy. That's kind of like camp of him, right?
Yeah.
I hope all the Multiverses gay pride skins like have different kind of like flags on it. Like, Velma's got like the lesbian flag with like love written on it, and then like Harley's got like the bisexual flag with like winning written on it, and then Bugs Bunny has the gay pride with the F slur on it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. And see, if that was true, like what if they had the gay slur, but like they put a little asterisk in the middle, If they did that, I would go and buy like anything for the game. Whatever it needs, I will give it.
What the hell?
I would love that skin for Bugs Bunny.
What would happen if they did that? What do you think would actually
in the
happen?
current economy? The way we are now?
If they were able to do that, then I guess we're gonna have to find a different word.
We're gonna have to. They've claimed it now.
I would love for them to stop using that word.
Multiverses has claimed the F slur. We can't use it anymore.
They normalize it. They normalized it. They made it marketable. They made it marketable. That's why we kept using it, because it wasn't marketable.
For Pride Month, the Multiverses Twitter should announce that Finn is experimenting with they/them pronouns.
What the heck? I was gonna bring up earlier. Do you think they should like distinguish between like because of the Pride alts? There's like how many characters? It's like 7. You listed them all.
Yeah, there's like 7.
Should they distinguish who is like an ally and who is like actually like queer?
I think almost all of them are queer in some form of media, except Batman and Superman. I think Wonder Woman's been bisexual before.
Oh, the pink kryptonite! The pink kryptonite, though. The pink kryptonite.
Yes,
hold on.
Yes, Rosa.
Remember, there's a lot of panels and composition in Joker Batman comics where Batman seems to be topping Joker.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Why are you making like just throwing that away? She's right.
I'm right.
I think I'm the only one who read the comics. She's right. Like I don't know.
I'm more or less aware, but there's a lot going on.
Does Joker not have any?
No,
leaked?
Joker doesn't have a pride flag. Doesn't have a pride.
Well, his pride thing is that he's a homophobic gay. So that's his thing.
I know that Sicko has the neo pronouns on lock.
Oh my god.
I think they should have Stripe, and he should have a shirt that says "Let your freak flag fly."
Oh yeah, he's like a at Pride. They should have him wearing like fishnets, and, like a gimp mask.
Oh, remember the People's Joker?
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
They should have a People Joker alt.
And remember, and let's. Let me finish what I'm gonna say. In the Tall Tale Batman and the Lego Batman, Joker Batman has a lot of stuff going on,
A lot of tension. Yeah,
right.
I gotta read this $10 donation real quick. How would from Adam64?
Do we want to read this right now?
I gotta. I feel bad if I did. It's $10.
I feel like we want to bring like Lou in here if we want to address.
She's playing Sims with her girlfriend. I don't want to bother her.
Ryan, please go ahead and read it.
Okay.
How would Donald Trump fare in the Looney Duels Battle Royale? What would happen if Foghorn Leghorn convinces Henry Chicken Hawk Trump is a chicken? He's doomed.
Now what? A whole. How much can we talk about this? Because like, I'm thinking we could hold on to this, because we do have a segment where this will be relevant,
right?
Oh, you know what? Okay. I'll pin this in my head. I'm gonna screenshot it with my snipping tool. I'm gonna remember this.
Actually, just pin it for real though. Right?
If we get like a funny comment though, I want to pin something else. I'm screenshotting this. I have it on my screen right now to not forget about it. We will be coming back to Adam64. Don't you worry. Anyway, I wanted to say, Curious Rain Dog doesn't have a Pride Month skin.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Not even an ally.
Do you think that he needs like a furry flag? Like maybe that's his thing.
Rain Dog, you wanna answer for yourself, Rain Dog?
Where's like Tom and Jerry's BDSM themed skins for Pride
Sorry,
Month?
that's what Rain Dog sounds like.
It's not.
Glad you talked
yes,
over
it is.
me. I'm glad no one heard that.
No,
I
heard. Was asking me a question.
No, I was glad nobody heard what I said.
No, I heard.
I want to hear
Tom and Jerry BDSM skin.
I said, "Where's Tom and Jerry's BDSM skin for Pride Month?"
Okay,
that's interesting. I'm glad everybody got that right. Get ready to clip that.
I feel like they should modify the game. They should modify the game so that at the start of every match, Tom and Jerry like plead consent to one another.
Now, here, okay. Now, what was that game? The sweary game, the glitchy sweary game that's like inspired by
High
Twin
on
Peaks
Life?
games? No.
Well, okay, sorry.
You
Maybe-
That
better-
game is glitchy and sweary, right?
No, Sweary. That's the name of like
Sweary?
the Sweary game.
Sweary.
What?
What is she
Sweary,
talking? Ryan, can you translate that?
I don't know actually.
What are you talking about?
Larry.
There.
Larry?
Oh God.
S- What are we talking about?
Like
Swe-
Killer 7? Like what are we doing?
Sweary?
Deadly Premonition. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Director Sweary directed the game Deadly Premonition 1 and 2. In the beginning of Deadly Premonition, the main character is talking on the phone with someone about Tom and Jerry having a BDSM kink.
That cannot be right.
No, that it is true. He is talking. Yeah, the dev Sweary 65 the dev. My
Yes.
but yeah, that absolutely happens in Deadly Premonition.
I d-
Okay.
No,
Right in
hold
the
on,
beginning.
stop.
What?
Why would he do that? Why would he
Who
put
did
that
that?
in the game?
I don't know. We put it in our game just now. Our little
What
game
little
called Ready to
game?
Start the Podcast.
Listen, look at my friend Connie.
Who?
Yeah.
Is that true,
Friend.
Connie?
Oh, Connie in the chat. Hey, I know Connie. Sorry.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, you're so
Well,
mean.
my thing about it is I've always thought like Tom and Gerald were like in like a polycule or something.
With who? Polycule?
dog.
With who? The dog. I love the dog. I love how you said that. So like, come on, think. What are you talking about?
Stay-
like,
guys,
the
keep
dog.
up. The dog.
I think LeBron James should have a Pride Month T-shirt, and just like gay. It's just the word "gay" people written on like a white shirt, like in Times New Roman.
Would they? Could they just do that? Because it's Space Jam LeBron James, and it's not the real guy. Like, could they do that without his endorsement? Do they have to call him every time they want to do anything with him in the game?
I would assume.
They had to.
'Cause-
They had to call him like, "Hey, can we put the LeBron Pride Month skin in the game?"
Imagine we
I was
got like
gonna say
a.
that- He could be like I thought he would be like proud gay dad or some shit like that. That could be like his shirt.
is it? Does he have gay kids?
That's the thing. That's why I was saying like if they were to do that, they
Oh.
would have to call him and make sure.
Does he have a trans kid? Is he the celebrity that has a trans kid? Is that
no.
true?
Is that
He's not.
no? I don't think so.
Sorry. I was just thinking though. Imagine if like we got like a behind the scenes dev thing where they said like, oh, we wanted to add like a Pride LeBron, but his estate denied it.
They should have had Pride Month Dwayne Johnson Black Adam.
Oh my
Did
god.
they put him back into the game?
He never left, sweetie.
And it should
Never left.
specifically be the Dwayne The Rock Johnson version, and it should be like him wearing like a rainbow shirt.
Okay.
Would you like that?
Has The Rock ever endorsed that lifestyle?
Gay people?
Yeah.
Well, he's my friend, and I'd assume that he's an ally to me. so.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson's your friend, huh?
Yeah.
Hold on. It's about pride. It's about topping.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
There's something here.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's about what rhymes with topping though.
Hopping.
I was gonna say
Oh,
jopping. Popping. Okay. Yeah.
It's about pride. It's about topping. We stay horny. We stay popping.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gay Dwayne Johnson be like, it's about pride. It's about topping. We stay horny. We stay popping.
Okay.
That's good. That's actually
Huge
good.
fan.
I just came up with that. You just saw that develop
did.
live, everyone. This is
You
what
did.
you're here for.
Very proud.
We
Love
run a
that.
good show here. I'm sorry.
Oh, you know what would be a good way to like have LeBron announce that he supports gay pride?
How?
Do you know those edits like yell if you love X?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
LeBron, scream if you
Yeah,
love.
Yell if you support gay pride.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? They had to do the Pride Month event before they added Ruby Rose to the game because she had her blow up
Oh,
at her
no.
gay friends during that season.
Oh yeah.
Your gay sister and friend.
We're so happy for you.
That should be like a special taunt if like she's interacting with any like the LGBT specific like skin characters.
She's like up against Velma, and she just goes, "We're all so happy for you." Oh no, when they had
Yeah.
Poison Ivy in the game, if she's fighting against like Harley and Ivy, that's when she can say it, because like they're a couple. So she can be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"We're all so happy for you."
Oh my god. Oh, top 10 unique multiverses interactions.
Number
We're all
one,
so happy for you.
homophobic Ruby. Do we just want to get into multiverses now?
I thought we were already
I
there.
would- yeah.
We're there.
You don't have it on the screen right
No,
now.
I'll do
What's
that now.
Yeah, put it on the screen.
Yo,
This is. I mean, have we not? Is this not?
Oh, we haven't really talked
did,
about the
did
game.
did gay Dwayne Johnson not tip you off that we've shifted gears?
I thought we shifted
multiverses.
gears immediately.
I don't know. Multiverses. We've all popped back into the multiverse. When did it come
That's
out
a
again?
strange image.
It came out like last week, right?
The 28th. The 28th. It came out on the 28th.
I'm 28.
And
Hold
I
on, I have that sound.
Okay.
Did I hear it?
I'm 28.
Yeah.
Thank you. Multiverses returned on the 28th. Well, it
What?
returned.
Okay, you played
Okay.
it, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm
You're the only one here who played it.
I'm the only one here who has played it. So I'm the only one who can give input on it.
What do you think? Moment of truth. Moment of truth.
I'm trying to figure out how I want to word this. Like, do I want to be meaner or nicer?
Be a little
Oh, be
nice. We've been
mean.
mean. No, we've been mean enough to multiverses.
It is
Not all of it has been warranted.
Review it like how Nitro Rad would review a game.
okay. Oh, but you see, here's the thing, though. I was surprised. You're never gonna believe what's happening in this game. So that's how you right.
Do you have to do that?
Wow, holy crap. This is actually kind of cool. If you didn't notice.
Ah!
What? Did you just see a cockroach?
No, not again.
Okay. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, personally.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think it has a lot of problems. I would still probably put this near the bottom, like
Whoa.
platform fighters, like real ones. Like it's above like Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion. Okay, I'll give it that.
Okay.
Mhm.
But I can see the makings of an idea here. I think a lot of this game's problems definitely come down to Warner Bros. Probably making them make a lot of bad choices. To be frank, I do think there is some gameplay things though that was just on the dev team just not making good choices. The game is, and this is preaching to the choir here. Everyone said this. Real quick, also, I want to thank Sonic Bench and Ty Greeny for the donations. It was very kind of you. Thank you both. Trying to put a message. That's okay. If you type it, I'll make sure to see it. I'm going to say talk about Banana Guard. I will talk about Banana Guard. The game is way too slow. It needs to be.
That's all I've heard. That's all I've heard about it.
It doesn't even need to be like melee fast. I don't get sometimes people's like being against the idea of platform fighters being fast. Like, oh, you want it all to be melee. It's like, no, it's just good when a platform fighter is fast because it usually feels better. But I don't need it to be fast. I just need to like be like not like underwater. The game has the combo problem, I would say, of being too slow and everyone being like the same weight. It feels like there's like not a lot of like this separation in weight. Everyone feels like kind of the same amount of floatiness.
Okay.
And I think that's something they would have to look to. I think speeding the game up would be very feasible. I don't think that would be super hard. I think they could do it. Rose, is something you want to say something?
I want to say, like, it seems like the idea behind, like, the floatiness, it seems like they wanted you to get into doing aerial combos. Because a lot of, like, the gameplay would be people doing, like, a lot of aerial combo. And I think, and I remember when I was playing the game at first, they kind of had it slow down. And it felt like it wanted you to get a good chain of combos in the air.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's very much wanting you to be in the air a lot. Everyone has a double jump and 2 air dashes, so and like Everyone can also cling to the side of the stage. So I think the idea is kind of like it wants you to be like kind of floating around a lot. I just don't know if it comes together particularly well. I'm gonna give the game this. I think they kind of qualmed with my problems with the meters in this game. There are way less meters now. Characters that had like a ton of meters originally have either gotten rid of some or have toned them down or like made them more concise.
That's good.
There's a lot less meters now from what I've played, which is great. There's a lot less to take track of. And I think that's a good improvement. But I do agree. I think the game needs to be sped up just a little bit. Like 10%, like 10% faster. I don't know if that's like a big undertaking or if they just go into the data and write 10% faster on every character or something. But everyone needs to be like 10% faster. And then I think after that, it still wouldn't be amazing, but I think it would be like a fun like play with your friends every once in a while kind of game, which is fine. That's kind of all I just kind of want a decent platform fighter with like these characters, and if it can achieve that, even I think I'd be satisfied with that.
Ryan, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What is the likelihood that we will see characters from, say, off the top of my head, the Cat in the Hat?
What the hell? I did not think you were gonna say that.
Why did you go there? Do you want no? You said characters from Cat in the Hat,
not the Cat in the Hat universe.
Yeah. So do you want the fishing or?
Fish, obviously, Mr. Cat in the Hat himself, Thing 1 and Thing 2, separate characters,
separate slots.
Girl child and boy child. Their mom. That's a lot. Do you know their names, see?
It's like Susie and Carlos. Look that up. Look up how close I am.
It's Conrad. It's Conrad. I remember it's Conrad.
Conrad.
Where'd Carlos come from?
It started with a C. I was close.
You were close. I'll admit that.
Where's the,
a lot of the letters are there.
Where's the Alec Baldwin character from the live-action movie when they adding him to multiverses?
In trial.
Good point.
He's on trial.
On trial. Okay, that explains it. Let's talk about it more multiverses.
We really don't want him to have another misfire in multiverses.
Okay.
Can you put the 2 images I posted to the members channel on screen? Thanks. Yeah, I'll do that.
Getting tossed around.
Hey, you know what?
All these donations.
Giving us money. These are good images. I want to talk about this.
Give me money.
The single player mode a bit real quick.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's pretty good. I think it's better. It's set up in a fun way. The dialogue. There's a lot of dialogue, and it's very.
You've shared some of the dialogue.
I'll share some of it on screen too. It's very cheesy, but I think the game kind of knows the dialogue is a bit cheesy, and I think it's indulging in itself a bit, which I think is fun. I'd rather have like kind of cheesy dialogue compared to like Smash, just having characters not like talk to each other, interact whatsoever, like not really exist in the same plane ever. I think even if it's a bit cheesy, I like having it. I think it's being like cute, like it knows what it is, and it's kind of being cute. My favorite piece of dialogue in the game right now is when Batman goes, like, look out, it's evil Gizmo, or something like that.
Right.
Evil Gizmo?
As the woman who's played more multiverses than anyone in this podcast or chat put together, you put some respect on Punch Time Explosion's name.
Ooh,
oh
Ryan,
my
you're
god.
Stones for a game. I bet. Have you even played Punch Time Explosion?
I have.
Okay. Well, that's
that was really cool too.
It's been a while, but I have.
Okay.
It's fun. It has a subspace mode.
Yeah. The way Multiversus single player works, it's kind of like Smash's classic mode to some extent. It's got like kind of like you just go through different challenges, but there's like non-fighting challenges. Like there's some break the targets type stuff. There's like a thing where you have to avoid Joker's iconic gas. It's like
iconic gas.
Yeah,
it is iconic.
The laughing gas.
I guess so.
That's yeah.
Yeah, I know. They just don't talk. They just don't like call it laughing gas.
I don't forget what they call it specifically.
It's like,
there's like a thing where like you get into a cannon, you shoot like balloons, like my combos, like fun little mini games in there. And it's cute, it's fun, I like it. The problem is, twofold, because it's multiverses, they found a way to mess it up. What's there, like, in the actual game is fun and cute, and I like it. The problem is the format is not very good. There's 5 difficulty settings, and you start with only the bottom 2, and they are both bless you.
Thank you.
They are
You'll
both
just sneeze into the microphone.
It
Sorry,
adds to the
dude.
flavor.
Oh, okay, whatever.
they are both
What do you mean?
yeah.
What is it, Ryan? What is there's
Uh,
variables?
They're both absurdly easy, like absurdly easy, because like you only get the bottom 2, and to unlock the higher difficulties, you have to play through the lower difficulties you have because they're split in like kind of like chapters, kinda. They're not very long. It takes like an hour to finish one, but like there's challenges, and you complete these challenges to get enough like gemstones to unlock the higher difficulties. But in classic multiverses fashion, they beef it a bit. Some of the challenges require all the levels in the challenge mode make you play with a person online, like one of your friends, to like get one of the gems, like one of the required gems. So like already that's a problem. 2, there are certain challenges and paths that require you to have certain characters. So if you don't have that character, you just can't beat the challenge.
What?
So it's
Just how do you get characters in this game though?
yeah, okay, we'll get there in a second. We'll combo into that. So like you
Right.
basically can't unlock like the higher difficulties most of the time. I was able to do it because I was streaming with Will. I'll probably never get the higher difficulties ever again. But you don't worry. If you want to get other characters, it's so easy. You just have to grind online for upwards of hours and hours to unlock one character at least.
Oh, just like 2 hours for like a new character?
No,
That's pretty
probably.
good.
Okay, I've been playing. Let me check. I don't know if it's like only. Okay, so I would say like I've played about 6 or 7 hours of this game to come back. I've like in that time have unlocked like enough for like one character.
You played for 6 hours and got enough to unlock one guy?
Unlock one guy, yeah.
Who is it? Who did you pick?
I bought Rain Dog for the stream.
Oh, stop! Rain Dog's not base game?
No, the only character you get for free is Shaggy, and then you get a rotation of 4 free characters every week.
Here's my problem with this. Rain Dog is a guy they made up for the fucking game. He's not in base game?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this game should have like one base character at least for like every type of class, like Shaggy, Wonder Woman, Rain Dog, and like I don't know, Harley Quinn kind of cover the 4 main cast like
Ryan.
classes in this game at least. Like
Yeah.
I would still say the whole unlock system in general is stupid, but like having those 4 characters, that's like every kind of type of character. Like it would give you an example of like all the types of characters. But no, you only get Shaggy. He's the only character you have.
Ryan, I want to make something clear to you.
Yeah.
You are the only person that bought Rain Dog.
That's not true. Come on.
Because I gotta be real with you, what they're doing makes no sense.
But he's so
If
cute.
Rain Dog is someone I have to buy, he is not on my playlist. He's not there. I do not see him. I don't own him. He's not
but
real.
he's
They
so
have to
fluky.
make him 2 cents for me to even consider buying that animal. That makes absolutely positively no
He's an
sense.
animal.
And I agree with you. At least one of each class. By the way, I found out Finn is an assassin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
What does that mean?
Assassin just means
Yeah,
they're kind of a speedy fighter.
Yeah,
up close.
Okay.
but
Okay.
Finn has assassinated someone before, so
He's got a body count on him.
Everyone
He's
mentioned
killing
that,
people
does.
all the time on this show.
he's not good at it. He's not good at it.
And you know, like there's all the other kind of
Just know this-
trappings. Oh, go on.
I just know that Yuji Naka in Ring Racer.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah.
And you know, the game has all the other kind of trappings of like all these like type of games. Like I wouldn't even like excuse Fortnite any of this stuff to say, you know, the cosmetics are
Right.
kind of overpriced. The battle pass, not the battle pass. So the battle pass they actually fixed a bit. It was kind of infamous originally for just having nothing like worth
Mhm.
getting in it. It was like really spaced apart and nothing worth getting. But they fixed that. Everything in it is like kind of worth getting now. There's like neat stuff. But I don't know why they did this. This is insane. You don't get Battle Pass EXP after fights anymore. You only get them for defeating, like doing daily and weekly challenges. And once those run out, you can't level up on the Battle Pass anymore. which is insane. It's okay. What's like in a way people in chat might understand. You know how like after you do a Fortnite match, you get EXP for the match you just did.
Right.
No.
Imagine if you didn't. You just didn't.
What? Okay. So, what is the point?
Get you to pay.
A wonderful video game that you get to play, you know, just recreationally. Right?
Answer John racist now. Did you put Skibbity Biden on the soundboard?
No. Well, John Racist wanted me to, and I think I said like, you know, maybe, but I'm not.
What do you say maybe
Guys,
to that?
Because I don't know.
Stop!
I like Skibbity Biden. We can talk
Who's
about
John
Skibbity Biden.
Racist?
John Racist, one of our famous chat members.
Nice to meet you, John Racist. I didn't know you were in the chat.
If
How
you're
are
worried,
you?
his middle name is Don't Be. So, he's
But
cool.
John, don't be racist.
But on the end, on the whole, like, you know, yeah, you don't get any EXP at all. Once you run out of your daily or weekly challenges, like that's it for the day / week.
Okay.
You don't get that. You don't get any more EXP pretty much. It's a baffling choice because like one of the whole things with this is like it keeps people playing. Like it's like not great. Like that this is like a thing, but like one of the basic design philosophies of a battle pass is like it's supposed to keep people playing so they can like grind it, and they
Sure.
don't even have that. They messed that up. But on the whole, the game I feel bad because I can tell like there's a lot of passion being put in this game. There's clearly a lot of love being put in this game. The animations are all great. Like the visual presentation for like models and animations and stuff, they're all really well done. And I
How's
think
the
that
music?
it's still not amazing.
Okay.
The Dexter and Powerpuff Girls stages have pretty good music. They've got a bit better there. Every tweet I see from the dev team is clearly very passionate about this project. But I get the sense a mix of like Warner Bros like breathing down their neck about making money off this, and a few just like kind of poor choices from the dev team have just kind of led them down an straight path. And
Yeah.
I hope they can fix it. I just want the game to be like decent. I want like a decent platform fighter that has like Cartoon Network characters I like. That's all I'm asking for.
Honestly,
Right.
it would have. I feel like in a better world, we would have got like a multiverses that we could like buy once and just unlock this up just by playing it like an actual normal game. But you know how it is. And like Warner is also being run by like the most head ass people ever.
Mhm.
Yeah, being under Warner Bros right now must not be fun.
Not at all.
But we have good news about multiverses. We have leaks.
Oh my
Lee,
God.
Yeah, Pickle Rick.
Leak. Sorry, I was watching Skibbity Biden.
Let's
Hey, can we? I don't want to talk about that.
can we talk about real quick? There's a lot of leaks to this game. I want to get right into the best one. This is twofold.
Pickle Rick.
So there was voice clips found for specifically Pickle Rick. I can't stress this enough. These are voice clips.
Specifically Pickle. This is the Pickle version we're playing as right now, so this is the Pickle Rick mod. Pickle Rick is here.
You're not playing as Rick in these voice clips. You're playing as Pickle Rick. And
So he's in the game separately.
yes, as a skin probably, but he has his own voice
Okay.
clips. And in the voice lines of the game for Pickle Rick, Pickle Rick addresses specifically Ruby Rose of Ruby.
Of Rooster Teeth Ruby?
Of
Ruby
Rooster
Rose and
Teeth Ruby, and he keeps calling her stuff like Anime Girl. It's really weird, and this is how she was leaked for the game.
Do you think,
That's weird.
now, do you think this will be like a Gandalf situation? Like, I honestly do want Ruby Rose to be in this game, because I think
You did.
that'd be like, cookie! Yeah, she'd have the cookie
Cookies.
taunt.
Should be like her
Okay.
No.
that should be like her charge who like she eats cookies and then she gets like stronger.
It'd be like Gizmo's popcorn.
Yeah.
Ruby's iconic cookies.
Would she share with other people?
Yeah.
Hmm.
No.
Yeah, I guess so. She's like a nice person,
I
right?
will-
I've
no,
seen
I-
like
I'm
5
homophobic, though.
episodes.
She nice?
She's homophobic. though.
Yeah.
She's homophobic?
Yeah.
No, she was
Wow.
situationally. She was conditionally homophobic. Okay.
Situational conditional homophobia.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our bouts of
No, we don't.
right. We say things we don't
No.
mean sometimes.
Oh yeah, by
Nope.
the way, new Preacher character confirmed for LGBT rep.
Yeah.
Ruben
Non-Kunarari.
is non-binary.
Non-coonery.
See, you were worried Ruby got cut. The person who heard, like, one of the big leakers of this game, who like always gets stuff right and knows a bunch of stuff, specifically said they heard about Ruby in the game after Rooster Teeth shut down. So it sounds like
Oh.
Ruby is a go still.
Okay.
So,
So
do you think they just bought her? Just straight up just bought that character?
multiverses?
Well, they haven't sold the rights to Ruby to anyone yet. They still haven't technically.
I think
Right.
WB is gonna swoop in. Just
What,
take
and, like,
her,
get rid of-
let
take
the rest
her
go.
out?
Yeah,
Like,
just take
write
her,
her
let the
off?
rest go.
Oh yeah.
they're,
Okay.
they're giving
What?
up Yang.
I guess so.
Oh my god.
What are you saying? They're gonna take Ruby, and then if
Mhm.
Ruby the show continues under a different distributor, then
What?
Ruby will not be in Ruby.
No, you don't understand. I'm saying that they're going to swoop in, buy Ruby, leave it under the Horde, but take Ruby out of it to put in this game real
Can
quick.
you like can you specify? Because the title of the show is homophonous.
I
with the
understand that.
protagonist.
No, I'm aware. However, her name is Ruby.
No, are you saying they're gonna buy Ruby Rose?
No, Ruby the show.
They're gonna buy Ruby Show.
Ruby show, take Ruby Girl out.
Okay,
Leave
that's
Ruby
what I needed.
show under the Horde of other IPs they're not going to use. Just leave that
So-
there.
Okay, so they're gonna buy it all, but they're only gonna use Ruby Rose.
Correct. For
Okay.
everything. Yeah.
It's kind of like when they bought Oswald back. Like, he's probably got other characters, but they only use Oswald. Like Disney. But, yeah, Ruby Rose was leaked via Pickle Rick saying some great dialogue. What is it like? Oh, I don't get you, American anime. Oh, you little anime girl. Oh, whoa, it's Ruby from anime. He's just
Is
stuff
that
like
what he said?
A lot of like the character interactions in this game are interesting because it feels like they
Hey,
Yeah.
well, they
there's a giant moth in my room.
that's nice, Rosa. Damn, what was I talking about?
the dialogue in this game.
Oh, it feels like they find like one thing to latch onto and they record like 10 lines for it and they just put them all in the game. I guess so you can have different takes for like the same kind of thing, but it makes it feel weird because it just feels like they only know one thing about the character whenever they do that.
They did something,
You know what I
something
mean?
with like Fern, right? Like they kept.
He
kept
says severing tendons a lot because there's like one line in the show where he says that. He just says it and it's become like his catchphrase in the game.
And then Banana Guard has like the one joke of he's a banana.
Potassium power!
Don't get me started on Banana Guard.
That's
What
my
the
impression.
fuck?
Well, you should get started on Banana Guard because someone paid us money.
Oh,
Let's
that's
talk
right.
about it.
Banana
Oh.
Guard is somehow worse. Okay, real talk. You know how Smash fans complain all the time about like, oh, they misrepresented my character. They don't do the they don't do the hoogly boogly from Doogly Dop 445 from that one. They don't have it. So Sakurai hates the character. You don't even understand a fraction. You don't even understand a fraction of the pain of being a Banana Guard fan. They don't get
Oh.
anything right about Banana Guard.
What? Okay, stop real quick. As
Yeah?
a guy who only watched the really important episodes of Adventure Time, what does Banana Guard do outside of being a guard and doing his funny little dance and singing?
Well, so that's the thing with Banana Guard in this game. He's a joke character. You know joke characters, right? Like a Wii Fit trainer or
Who I-
Rob the
okay.
robot. You know?
Rob is a joke character.
What kind of? He's based on like a toy from the 80s. It's a
I-
character that you wouldn't expect to be playable in a fighting game, but they do it anyway.
I get
because
that,
of the
but
absurdity
you-
of it.
Okay, let me explain real quick. With Smash, all of the characters are joke characters in a way.
Well, okay, but you know what?
No, but hear me out. With like
you're getting
no,
hung
no.
up. Okay, all right.
No, because Capcom had that one game where there was a Mega Man but that wasn't him. That's a
Bad,
joke
Bob,
character.
bad box art mech. Okay, but Don, I think you're getting mired in my point here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you
go
know
ahead.
what a joke character is, basically.
I do.
So that's why they added Banana Guard to this game, because I think originally he was like a support item that like runs around. Basically, you wouldn't expect Banana Guard to be playable in a game like this because he only does one thing. But so they added Banana Guard for real as like a character you can play as in this game, and like they're really leaning into the joke. Like there's dialogue in the game that points out like, oh, you're a joke character. Like there's a line from like Rick laughing about how like, oh, Banana Guard made the cut.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
it's really mean and lame. Also, I
mean-
cut them off and I took it out. Thank you, Mailing, for helping.
I'm glad for the moth actually. Big
Yeah.
win.
So that the kind of the problem with Banana Guard in this game is, I mean, it's a strange choice for a character, but it is funny because they're very like incompetent in the show, and they're funny characters. But they leaned so heavily into like the joke character angle that they didn't actually like transfer like his personality from the show at all. Like it's not even the
Okay.
same actor.
No,
Yeah.
they didn't get John Badaggio in, who I think does Banana Guard the most. Like, there's a few actors, but I think John does it the most, I want to say.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they've just there's it's really difficult to like fully, because a lot of people might think like, oh, why do you care? It's just like a joke character, but I don't know. It could have been really funny. The Banana Guards are funny, and every time they
I
talk in this
understand
game,
that.
it's like it makes me like wince. 'Cause it's like
It's just weird to like the reason I brought that all up is because it's weird to consider him a joke character when I don't take any of these characters seriously. You're telling me that Bugs Bunny's going up against Superman and I'm supposed to believe that. Or that Pickle Rick is talking to an American anime girl. And then Banana Guard, his stick, to me, from the voice lines I've heard, sounds like he's the designated joke character. Did they expect us to think it was funny?
yeah, I mean, you know, it's sort of like it's fighting game culture, like joke character, wasted slot, you know.
Okay.
They're kind of
but-
laughing. They want to laugh alongside us.
If their joke is that, oh, he's the joke character, but they mean it like ironically, where they're just like, there's no wasted slots because we can do whatever we want. Like, fine, but otherwise, I'm like, it is disappointing that he's designated the joke character when there is more to him.
I feel like the thing about Banana Guard is they do very much lean like, whoa, he's wacky and crazy and kooky too. He's a banana and he screams. But I feel like the joke with Banana Guard in the show that maybe is hard to transfer into a game like this is the Banana Guards are just kind of guys, right? Like,
Yeah.
Hey.
they just kind of do their job and they're very like, oh, hey Finn, hi, what's going on, Finn, and they're like,
Yeah.
they're a little dumb, and like that's kind of the joke is they're very subdued and like not good at their jobs.
Okay.
But this game very leads like, yeah, potassium power, woo, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
craziness.
They're just really funny for their like moments of genius. They're like, there's like Finn, like he's just drawing, and like, it's like, oh, that's pretty good, but you need help. You could do this and this and that, and there you go. And it's like a super realistic dog with a cartoon hat, and it's just really good. It's
Yeah,
just
the
like
scene,
they're
yeah.
good at everything else but their jobs.
Yeah, because they're kind of just like guys. That's kind of the joke. It's they're just kind of guys.
There's one line in the game where they've kind of like characterized them as like underdogs.
Hmm.
Like
Okay.
he's a very like he's very self-conscious about his position in this game. And like if you're teamed up with Finn, he'll like act really excited about it. There's specifically a line where it's like, "Oh, this is just like my fan fictions,"
God.
which is really funny
You would
because
not say that.
You would not.
yeah,
say
he
that.
wouldn't. It's interesting to see a version of Banana Guard that just makes me say like he wouldn't say that. He wouldn't say that. You're ruining this for Banana
Oh,
Guard of all
you-
characters.
okay.
But it's true.
I thought about it a little more, and I realized that maybe this would have hit different if the game had been out for, say, 5 years. We knew what to expect, and then all of a sudden Banana Guard is here, and you're just like, why the fuck would they add Banana Guard?
They definitely hopped on this joke a bit too soon, too.
Yeah.
The game just
like
came
with
out.
Smash, when fucking Piranha Plant came out, the reaction, everyone's like, huh? What? So like it's different to me. Like people were anticipating something big and it was Piranha Plant. I love her, but you know, people didn't like that. Same thing with Duck Hunt Dog. Why the fuck did they add Duck Hunt Dog?
Well, Duck
like,
Hunt is one of the best additions.
I also like Duck Hunt Dog. So I'm just like that but that's after years of Smash. So this game doing it super early is just like, okay, you could have added anybody you wanted. I wouldn't have cared.
I feel like even like Nick Brawl waited till the DLC for the first time to add Hugh, and then waited till the second game to add Grandma Gertie.
Even those two, I would have took seriously though.
Yeah,
you can add anything.
And the thing about like what's considered joke picks or funny picks is that like they're also played straight. They just like they never like call attention to it or make fun of it. It's just like, yeah, they're here and they're characters.
Yeah, like Grandma Gertie never goes like, your Grandma Gertie never goes like, that's right, Grandma is kicking your butt. It's just like, I'm Grandma Gertie. It's just like it's Grandma Gertie punching.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
I remember when I first unlocked Game & Watch. It's like, whoa, that's insane, a 2D character. Like, like imagine if like you like Game & Watch and then Game & Watch is like, oh, hello, I am 2D in a 3D game.
It's crazy.
Even him,
right? It does kind of feel like they don't expect anyone to care about it, but I care about it. I do,
and I think you're right for it.
Well, you know what, Seep? I have good news. They get a second chance because there's a second potential similar character who might be added.
Banana too?
No, there's evidence in the data they might also be upgrading Mr. Meeseeks from Rick and Morty to a playable character.
God.
We're gonna get
it. We're not just gonna get a Justin Roiland like whatever character. We're getting a Justin Roiland sound-alike whatever character.
Jesus. Do we have
what
to?
What do you think Mr. Meeseeks says? I think. How would they handle Mr. Meeseek? Because like Meeseek thing is like, I want to fucking die. Let me do my job.
I mean, to be fair, they have Game of Thrones characters, so I think they can do whatever.
Listen,
the fuck they
look at
want.
Game of Thrones character, but they don't have the Game of Thrones characters talk about how much they want to kill themselves.
I guess you're right.
I kind of want to see this. You know how are they going to handle Mr. Meeseeks? You know, what are they going to do? I bet it's just going to be like just a bunch of like oddball references, just packaged in a character. Just like yeah.
Now, to be fair to the game, there are real characters also.
Yeah.
Ryan, we didn't expect anything less.
So among the other lead characters are the Powerpuff Girls, who everyone is kind of expected. There's dialogue in the game for them where like Rick goes like, "Oh shit, good job, girls." Don't tell you
Rick is doing this. How come he keeps
they've characterized him as being friends with Professor Utonium.
Yeah, so afterwards he says, don't tell he's like, don't tell your dad I said shit in front of you.
Wait, hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
Is this our part where we can like queer code it real quick?
Okay. Yes, Don.
Oh yeah, it's the Pride Month special.
New ship. Professor Utonium and Rick Sanchez, everybody. Write
they
that down, get that trending. Hashtag.
Yeah, they have a fling. They have a fling, but they can never be a thing.
No, that's okay. I like Toxic Yaoi. That's fine.
That's Powerpuff Girls, Marceline, who my favorite thing of all time is like the director of this game said, "Hey guys, no reason, but if Marceline was in Multiverses, what color shirt would you prefer as the default shirt?" Which is just so funny.
One?
Red one. Flag.
It was red or gray flag like shirt. And I think it's just so funny. Like imagine if like before like Sora got ready for Smash, Sakurai like tweeted on Twitter like, "Hey guys, no reason, which design for Sora is your favorite?"
Right.
And then it's Samurai Jack, Aquaman, Ruby from Ruby, Daffy Duck, Wicked Witch of the West, Beetlejuice, and Raven. Those are kind of like the main like
Beetlejuice?
The juice is loose.
Fun.
And Rayman?
Raven.
Oh, Raven. I thought I heard Raven.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna get a different voice for Raven?
No, Tara Strong.
Not. Absolutely
Tara
not.
Strong is already doing bubbles in the like.
Oh really?
Data. So
I mean, Tara Strong hasn't like killed anyone. You know, she's just kind of a maniac on the computer.
She doesn't know that.
Man, imagine like I like this close as say Tara Strong voice act in her next voice acting role. And and it's just like the clip from like SpongeBob where Squidward goes on stage and everyone goes quiet.
Oh.
I love it. They always like tweets about the voice actors. It's gonna be very funny when they're like, and Tara Strong is Bubbles. It's like, yeah,
Oh,
well, she is. But yeah,
I
those are
know.
the characters coming. Marceline will be cool. I like Marceline. Daffy
What did
Duck.
you say about Beetlejuice? Tell me more about what he's doing.
We're pretty sure Eric Bauza is voicing him.
Oh, that
Okay,
is
but
a
is it
win.
like the
Epic
one
win.
from the cartoon or like the
It all-
live action one?
Everyone's assuming it'll probably be based, like the design will probably be based on the cartoon a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That-
It's
it's
Probably
kinda
just
makes
a mix.
Daffy was the
probably-
only
Yeah.
one I expected that he needs to come in immediately.
Daffy is like, why wasn't he here like earlier? Almost like,
Seriously.
because
Yeah,
I
there's
think
like no reason that they shouldn't have revealed him already.
my thing is like the Looney Tunes they picked a bit weird. Like Bugs, obviously, that's the main guy.
Right.
Taz and Marvin are a bit weird because like in the context of like the original shorts, they're not in a ton of them. Marvin's like 3 and Taz is like in 5. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Taz and Marvin kind of Taz specifically. I think Marvin has kind of like has more staying power. Taz kind of peaked in the 90s like a bit. I think that's when
Yeah.
when Tazmania, if you want to call it, peaked. I don't think he's like
Literally.
I don't think he's like that popular anymore in the realm of like Looney Tunes.
No, I agree with that. In the early 2000s, there were a lot of like boys, like little boys with the Tasmanian devil on their shirt, where he was dressed up
Right.
in jeans and a t-shirt and a backwards
Yeah.
cap.
I
Yeah.
had a
So,
Taz
yeah.
mug.
Well, there it is.
But he's because Marvin like is kind of more of a niche one, like maybe relatively, but like I think the design of Marvin is very iconic, and like I think people generally really like Marvin. Like the general population of the world, I think thinks Marvin's like a fun, cute design. Again, I think Taz like fell down a lot in like Looney Tunes
Ryan-
rankings, so I was surprised they went for him so early.
I feel like
And the
the
thing
at
about
least
it is, to me, Tweety and Taz have the same energy for the people. I think you're underestimating how big
Tweety
Looney
and
Tunes is.
Taz,
They have the same energy.
the same energy. This
Like
horrible
with
little
like
beast
within
and
the people's minds. Within the people's minds.
okay.
I will
Like-
say Tweety is higher than Taz, but
Okay, I'll admit that. Yes.
I won't be so quick. I think it's just that Taz was added so early as like Looney Tunes number 2.
You're
know?
okay. Yeah.
I
Definitely
think
a bad
that's
call.
the more like strange part of it.
Like, Yeah, like for me, because in my mind it'd be like, okay, Bugs, Daffy, then whoever you want after that.
Correct.
Right. Yeah.
I
Maybe they
feel
just
like,
wanted just a variety of play style or something.
and
know.
I feel like they also wanted like an antagonist group to build
But
out
that could have just
But Taz,
yeah, I know.
but Taz isn't even labeled as a villain in the game. There's specific tags for villains, and Taz is not labeled as one.
would have
He's
put
in the
Sam
same-
or Elmer.
Elmer is a villain. Imagine it's like a story
Seriously.
mode.
No, but seriously, honestly, there isn't a true villain unless they're antagonizing one of the animal creatures.
Well, they label Marvin as a villain, like in the game.
I am
Yes.
so angry right now. I will kill you with my laser.
Is that what he says? Is that what he
Alright.
says?
I'll
My
kill you with my
laser.
laser.
I'll kill you with my laser.
lasers.
Yeah.
I'll kill you with my lasers, you little fruit.
Can you imagine the awesome Elmer dialogue if he was in this game? Like, I'm taking over the multiverse. Yeah.
Why did you put him
Yeah.
so high up?
Who?
Like Elmer, why would he do that? Why is he taking over the multiverse
Because
when
he's
he
a
could just,
villain.
like,
He's a villain.
Yeah,
in this
that'd
game.
be his quirky dialogue. Oh, I'm looking
if they
for.
wanted an antagonist, Taz is not it, and I think like Marvin's a better choice, sure. But why Taz is too early, in my opinion. Did they just think they had a better move set for him ready to go?
I think that might be part of it because he
Yeah.
spins around in the tornado. He like eats people.
Hmm. He's the Wario of the group.
He is. You know what? Yeah, you're right. I think that's
You know,
correct.
There's not a single reference to Tasmania in this game. I think that says a lot about that
I think
series.
the Tasmania
I think you're right.
reference
Fine.
is him being voiced by Jim Cummings.
Jim Cummings is voices him and everything now, doesn't he?
What?
No, actually, I don't think he has. Usually it's Fred Tatasciore.
Okay.
And like a lot of the newer stuff. Who also voices Yosemite Sam.
I guess that's it. Like no like outfits. So he doesn't like there's no dialogue where he goes, "I miss mom and dad."
Does anyone remember Tasmania really?
I do actually.
I
Like
know.
the show, not
Wait,
the
you wanna
world
know-
event.
No, yeah,
You
no,
wanna know
I
what
watched the show.
Yes,
There's a
Rosa?
Taz show.
I want to say, you want to know what I remember?
What?
When Elmer Fudd said, "I must serve my Dark Masters" in Looney Tunes Back in Action.
He did
Can
say
we
that.
wait? Hold on. Can we move on? I just realized we've been talking about multiverses for an hour.
Sorry, real quick. I just want to say, I mean, just looking at Taz's voice actor, Steve Bloom of Cowboy Bebop voiced Taz in the hit movie Taz Quest for Burger.
That cannot be.
What?
That man has range. He's really good at voice acting.
They just got Steve Bloom specifically for Taz Quest for Burger.
The one guy. That's the one time he wasn't Jim Cummings. Is Steve Bloom doing it?
I don't know why they got Steve Bloom for Taz. I put Donald Trump on screen instead of Taz.
Oh my god.
I need to get Taz Quest for Burger on screen.
Okay.
Why
We
did
gotta
they
do.
Why did they get Steve Bloom for this?
I don't know. He needed it. They probably had an open audition, and he walked in there, and he needed a few bucks. What year was this?
This character has like 3 current voice. This was 2023.
There was a movie of Tasmanian Devil last year.
Yeah, it was Taz Quest for Burger.
Wow.
You
Sounds
know
like
what they
a-
say. You know
Yeah.
what they say. A paycheck's a paycheck.
Yeah.
Eric Bauza is in this movie. He probably could have done Taz if they asked.
I mean, true, but I mean, you know.
Give actors give more actors work. Like let Steve Bloom do
I
something.
guess so. I don't know how they decide who voices who in Looney Tunes projects, because it is like one day this guy will be voicing 6 characters in a movie. Next one he'll be voicing 2 of them.
They go through like 3, but I think they had like 3 Bugs Bunny voices going at once at some point.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. Taz Quest for Burger sounds like a Six Flags ride.
Oh, it could be. That could also be the name of a food stand.
True.
I love Taz Quest for Burger. I have not watched a single second of this movie. I just think it's funny, like it exists and it looks like how it does, and it's called fucking Taz Quest for Burger.
Hey, I hope he found it.
This looks like some like Canada webtoon crap. I'm sorry. What is this?
It's Taz Quest for Burger.
This came out in the year 2008 on Teletoon.
I
You
think
cannot tell me otherwise.
they were trying something for a bit. They made Taz Quest for Burger and then like that Tweety and Sylvester movie.
King Tweety, you mean?
Yeah, King Tweety. I think they were trying something for a minute and they stopped. They haven't done any since those two.
Yeah. Hey. Can't fault them for trying.
I guess so.
Yes, I can.
Movie you'd be forced to watch on Feud Friday.
$2 from Adam64. Taz Burger movie is real, not an inside joke.
That's real.
Can we answer this Ty Greedy donation as like our last piece
Yeah.
on multiverses? Because I'm sick of talking about this game.
Sure.
Okay.
If we were forced to put a character from Tasmania into multiverses, who would you pick?
Oh my
The girl
god.
one.
This is
girl
try
one.
to name a Tasmania character who isn't one of the Taz types.
Bushwhacker Bob. That's like the name I remember from the theme song.
Bushwhacker Bob.
That's the only one I can remember because it's the only one
That's kind
like
of a filthy name.
that's like the only one like the wacko voice actor singing the theme song like says like clearly. He just kind of like goes like Bushwhacker Bob.
Hey, Marco. Okay.
Oh, okay. look,
Um,
actual last thing, real quick. Real quick. I have
Nobody
to
else
know.
answered. Nobody else answered.
No, don't worry about that. I just have to know about the Wacko Yakko and Dot. Are they coming in?
I don't know.
Shoot, they were
They coming
teased
out?
a little bit.
They were teased, but they haven't been leaked, so they'll probably be like down the line.
Yeah, when this game is definitely still online in 6 years.
I want you
Yeah.
all to name a Tasmania character right now.
I can't.
Cat.
I have never watched the show.
You see
That's
the
one of
theme
those
song.
like
I don't remember the show enough.
Yeah,
I just remember
no,
the girl one.
I don't even know the theme song. That's
It's-
one of those like throwaway WB cartoons.
Mama
But, like,
Taz.
What's her
Mama
name?
Taz.
Mom.
I'm gonna check if her name is actually.
Yeah,
Mom.
Ryan, go ahead, because
Her-
that's how shows used to work.
Her
They just named Mom Taz.
No, it's Jean Tasmania Devil.
That cannot be.
It
Jean?
is Jean.
Jean.
Yeah,
What's the dad one called?
Hugh.
That cannot
No.
be.
Yeah, it's
Humania?
It's Jean his mom, Hugh his dad, Molly his sister, and Jake his little brother, and then Dog the
Who's
turtle.
Where's the
Wait.
and the girl one?
The girl one is Molly.
Wait, I thought he had a girlfriend.
No, he just has a little sister in this one.
Oh, okay.
This is such a like. I'm sorry for anyone who has nostalgia for Tasmania, but it's such a. What is this idea?
Does
You give
anybody have
Taz like a whole
nostalgia
like
for
nuclear
Tasmania?
family.
I've kind of fallen off. Like, I think the '90s Warner Bros. Like animation lineup, I've kind of fallen off of a bit. Like, I've left my nostalgia critic like nostalgia era of like these things like like I think of like Tiny Toons. I'm just like, all those guys are kind of lame. I think of like I think of like Hysteria. I'm like, this is kind of lame.
Oh.
And I think like
I think you're-
Animaniacs. I'm like, this is all right. Like half these characters are kind of lame.
I think
think-
about the Tiny Toons theme, and all I could think of is my children are hungry.
What?
What?
What happened to
Okay.
the children?
Freakazoid's
Whatever.
alright. I got nothing against Freakazoid.
I
No.
like Freakazoid and Animaniacs the most, if anything, but
Hysteria is
otherwise I don't.
probably only
His-
slightly less worse than Tasmania in terms of like a naming characters theme song.
Oh, Hysteria! I can't even tell you two things about Hysteria.
I know there's like a racist
Hysteria.
character in it.
Wow, that's one.
There's like a Chinese character voiced by Tress McNeil, and they play like the every time she's on screen, and
Oh.
it's very bad.
That's
Mm-mm.
awesome.
Very early 2000s. Loved that.
They should have made
Um,
Slappy Squirrel her own show. She was the best character on Animaniacs. Want to talk about something else?
Yeah. Do we have more
Yes.
than one thing to talk about?
We do.
this week.
We do.
Okay.
Congratulations to Kururu for coming out as non-Kururu. Again,
Hard to say, Rosa.
Kudunari.
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 Non-kudunari. Yeah,
I like that.
non-kudunari.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Did that actually happen?
I'm gonna let's talk about Pixar. Recently,
Oh, yay.
an interview came out with Pete Docter of Pixar. You might know him as the director of Finding Nemo, among other things.
Mhm.
Oh, that guy's awesome. This was. Oh, wait. Everyone sit down. This has to be good news.
Yeah.
I love Pixar.
an
They're about to
interview-
release a big movie too, Inside Out 2.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
What's going on with
he
Pixar?
did an interview pretty recently, and he kind of talked about their output recently. And
Yeah.
I'm not. He kind of said something along the lines of like,
Which movies did he talk about?
he
Yeah,
talked
tell us.
about Luca and Turning Red, and said,
I really like those movies. I'm actually really glad. They went through like a weird slump where Pixar kept doing these sequels. Some of them were
Yeah.
all right, but it was a very like strange turn for the studio. And I think Turning Red and Luca, I feel like that was like a big return of just, I don't know, not even a return. It felt like a new kind of step. I love how like
I agree.
those are very like personal, intimate feeling movies. I'm really excited to hear this. What do you have to say?
he said they had to stop making personal, intimate movies. Oh no, he said something along the lines. I'm reading it here. I read it earlier. I want to make sure. They arrived at mentoring Pixar's upcoming directors to focus less on autobiographical tales, citing Luca and Turning Red as examples of movies they shouldn't be trying to make.
Go woke, go broke.
Instead, Pixar would instead develop concepts which have clear mass appeal, many of which, in the case of sequels of spin-offs.
Wow. You mean the movies I hate the most?
I-
Oh, crazy.
I-
You guys remember Toy Story 4 ruining the franchise?
You hate that movie.
I despise it.
hey, remember how everyone loves Lightyear?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just like removing ourselves from this bit we just did. There's a lot just weird about this. Like for one, I feel like Luca and Turning Red like ignoring the fact like they got fucked because they were released during COVID and they were only put on Disney Plus. I feel like it's like the general population has talked about those two movies more than like Lightyear, for example.
They hit
And
the Pentagon.
They hit the Pentagon. And I feel like if Turning Red and Luca came out in theaters, they would have done well. And I think this whole thought process is weird because Lightyear, which was released in theaters and was a spin-off of a popular series, did very poorly. And Elemental, which was an original idea that was also listed as an example of an autobiographical movie because it's based off the director's life experiences, performed very well at the box office. What?
It Elemental took a little bit to get up there,
Yeah.
but it did better than Lightyear ever could. I swear to God, that movie came and went without me even noticing. There was no noise. Nobody moved.
Elemental
Yeah.
was the best performing original IP animated movie of the year. Came out for reference.
Wow. Crazy.
I just don't get this. It feels like Pete Docter's like a creative. He sounds like an executive. It feels like he was held at gunpoint to say this or something. I just can't
It does
imagine.
sound like it.
I just can't imagine why like he'd say that. Like it's so weird.
Yeah, I mean, Pixar. It's going weird at Pixar. There's like a ton of layoffs recently, right?
Yes.
So they're under fire. I guess they're just hitting the panic button right now.
Yeah.
Because a clear
So-
advantage with like IP movies is that there's at least some degree of like you can imagine someone taking time out of their day to give it attention if it's something they already know. But it's a very disappointing direction to take, I'd say.
Hold on. Do executives know that humans get bored?
No.
It doesn't matter. I feel like executive will love to control what the masses watch and what would feel more cost effective to their profits. If anything, they would rather have us just watch like AI stuff if they ever can. Or like
I
made on the cheap.
I don't think executives think very highly of the people giving them money.
I guess not.
I don't think that's controversial to
gonna-
say.
No, it's obvious
It's
they're
not.
just there to raise the profits,
This,
not like anything else.
This interview also comes paired with something they said earlier this week, which is it's just something so weird to say. They said they are interested in exploring more of the Finding Nemo universe, which is just really,
Finally!
really
What?
funny thing to
Finally!
say.
As a person who thought Finding Dory was a little bit too far in the Finding Nemo universe of the ocean, I cannot imagine what else we will be exploring in Finding Nemo.
I
The
think-
land.
Oh,
I
think-
feel
land.
like
Go on.
it's very appalling and baffling with how they just decide to go on with like making sequels to these already just doing sequels. It feels like a lot of these movies were like intimate in their first run. And even Toy Story has like a good second one.
Well, yeah, because
Mhm.
Pixar waited a long time to really do sequels. They only did Toy Story for like a good few years.
Yeah.
They did Toy Story 2, and then they stopped for a good few years. And they've been doing a lot more recently.
Mhm.
Something I've like been thinking about lately is I couldn't tell you if like Pixar getting bought out by Disney fully was like a bad thing, because like, you know, Cars 2 was still ultimately like John Lasseter's idea, for example. So like I couldn't tell you
Right.
things would be like better or worse, but I would be interested to peer into like the universe where they weren't bought out by Disney and like how different things would be, like some of these sequels they've been making up would exist. I don't know. I guess I find that interesting because I feel like they kind of were they excelled and were praised for all the original like kind of ideas they were doing, all like the original movies they were making. That's like kind of like that was kind of their claim to fame. I don't know. I feel like Pixar is a studio it doesn't really often make movies that really warrant sequels, and they're kind of forced to make them anyway a lot of the time. Like
Yeah.
like I would say like they make a lot of one and dones is kind of where they exceed
Yeah.
at, and then they kind of have to make sequels later. I don't know. It's disappointing. It's just disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, remember with like Monster Inc. They didn't like make a sequel. They just made like a prequel,
prequel,
and then
yeah.
even the sequel is just like in between like the ending of the first one, like the Monsters at Work. It's like that's
Yeah.
I want to say that's like something that could work, but like outside of that, it's kind of like these movies were definitely not meant to like go on for as long as they wanted or forced into.
Because I kind of feel like
yeah.
I kind of feel like Pixar is kind of like what was. I wouldn't say anymore. They kind of were like our equivalent to Ghibli. They just kind of made like original movies, like mostly. I don't know. It's like I said, it's just I don't even know what else to say. It's just kind of disappointing. I feel like Pixar is a bit of a slump again now.
Yeah.
I just been thinking a lot about like some of their older output and like what they kind of used to make, and like I feel like we haven't got to see them fully evolve, and every time it feels like they're about to kind of fully evolve, they don't really get to evolve much, and I feel like it's kind of put them behind even people like DreamWorks. Like not even everything DreamWorks make is like a smash hit, but I feel like they're allowed to like experiment more. And I feel like Pixar doesn't get to experiment really anymore, which is just kind of sad to say, because they were like kind of the leading people of like their field for so long.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
DreamWorks is doing better though.
Well, I
It's-
guess relatively.
I guess
Relative,
relatively.
like, hey, I am at the point in my life where I'm sick of seeing sequels. I'm sick of seeing remasters, remakes, whatever. If you come out with some bullshit and it flops, I'm just glad you tried.
You know what?
That's it at this point.
Gotta be worth it.
I think this is just the unfortunate nature of like current day media output is that like they're franchising everything that only really worked in a one and done kind of sense. Like even Beetlejuice is like such a one and done thing.
Right.
Ghostbusters, it really is just like one or two movies. Just find it as it is.
Guys. Hey, I think we've been a little bit too Debbie Downer. I'm gonna change all your mind. You're all gonna change your mind when we get Good Dinosaur 2, and we get to see the rest of Arlo's adventures, and then he meets female Arlo, and then
The gooder dinosaur.
and then female Arlo has two small little rodents with her, and then we get the Good Dinosaur, the meltdown, and then we get
Okay,
good
yeah,
Dinosaur.
okay.
That don't sound right, Ryan.
Wait, no, but think of all the adventures the Good Dinosaur can go on. You can go like underground and find the world of like stem
Ryan,
cells.
I think it's quiet time now.
The Good Dinosaur Adventures of Buck Wild.
It's gonna be-
Only way Pixar can fix anything is to make a movie and then make a low budget cartoon to put on Disney Channel. The end.
Well, no, they can fix it by making Onwarder even more Onward.
Crazy.
No, Onward 2, Upward.
Oh,
What about Onward 2 even further?
Have you
I
ever
like
seen
that
Jacob's
better.
Ladder?
What's that?
You ever seen Jacob's Ladder?
I don't see what that has to do with Arlo. Arlo.
is that a Pixar movie?
No, that's a horror movie.
I know.
Yeah, but like, what does that do with Onward 2 even further? I
It
don't
inspired
get it.
like it inspired the Silent Hill series. And
What's
it
that
even got,
got
like,
to do with Onward even further?
Is this a
and it even
segue?
got like it
I
even
don't
got
know,
like a remake, which is
Why are we
which
talking about
has
Jacob's
a
Ladder?
Yeah, Jacob's Ladder. You know, it has like a remake too.
You didn't answer my question.
You just you gotta answer the question.
I just wanted to talk
No.
about Jacob's Ladder because I'm tired of Arlo the dinosaur.
Okay,
in
well, I
that-
mean,
in that Pixar movie.
Onward and upward.
I really
Ryan?
just want to say, like,
just
I
made
want to
that
see
up.
more movies like Jacob's Ladder these days.
we're clearly tired of this topic.
We are.
Is
Well,
there
no,
anything else?
what about Monsters? Even
What's the
more
next topic,
University.
Ryan?
Come along with us. Come along.
Wait, hold on. What about
No,
Coco?
no, no. Come on.
Dude,
Coco double dead.
No, you're good.
We're
Huh?
like gonna go to the spirit world.
No, you're good. Let's go.
What about
That's not even, like, funny.
What about
That's not even
Wallier?
No.
Wow.
That's just
No,
getting,
but
like,
you would like Bugs Life too, though. Imagine the possibilities
Okay.
of Bugs Life too.
Hey Ryan, you
I
want to come
wanna-
along with us? We're already out the door.
No, but like
Yeah.
okay, but like Heimlich can be there. Like oh, like
I recommend the original Jacob's Ladder opposed to
Okay,
the remake
Rosa.
I'll
because-
try that, Rosa. I'll try that one.
yeah,
Okay.
it's because in the remake it's a lot less critical of like the army.
Yeah.
No, we had to consider though, like okay, in the Bugs Life 2, like the trailer for it.
What are we doing right now?
No, you're gonna love
This
this.
is one of those. I have to hit
See-
like the emergency meeting button right now. We gotta stop doing this. This is
you're
like-
gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Okay.
This is viewer retention poison right now.
Seep, you're gonna love this. Listen to me. Okay. The Pixar. Okay. No, let me have this. You people won't let me have anything. It's gonna be funny. Okay.
Right. I'm really sad when Ryan does this.
Okay.
Lou's girlfriend can
Stuck
hear
in
that.
her room, locked up.
No, okay. Okay, let me explain. This is gonna be really good. It's gonna be one of
Okay.
those like Pixar like trailers they always do, like before like the actual trailer, where it's like characters like in a white void doing something silly. And it's gonna be like it's gonna be like Heimlich and Flick being like, oh yeah, I can't believe we're back after all these years. Yeah. And it's gonna be
Okay.
really, it's like Heimlich, what you eating there? You're eating the leaf, you're eating the big leaf, and then like the big leaf he like eats it in a way that's like shaped like a 2.
All right,
Isn't
well,
that just,
Okay, that's kind of cute, I guess.
isn't
glad
that
we
just
were
like
here
Once
for a
Upon-
moment.
It's
Yeah.
just isn't that just Once Upon a Disney or something?
No.
That's not at all what she just described.
It's
Rosa, were you
kind of
listening?
I was. It just felt like it has that energy.
Mhm.
No,
That
No.
one where like you just had like every Disney character.
She mentioned 2
Sorry.
Disney characters.
I said only Heimlich and Flick.
No, but I feel like
What are
it
you
would feel
talking
like
about?
a bit. I hear
Uh,
White Boy. And I hear like, "Wow, we're back!" And then
There's
I
no
think,
white void in Once Upon a Studio. They're at the
You wouldn't.
studio.
No, you had to
You
think
Did
of
you
would
like
watch it?
you like had to think of like the Toy Story 3 trailer, like the first one they did, where it's like all the guys like in the room, they're just like
I was
walking.
there for that.
Oh.
That was an interesting moment
Yeah,
in time.
and
Or
then,
the Zootopia trailer does that too, where they have like the furry naked. You know?
Yeah.
I'm
And the
on
Toy
the
Sto-
right track, baby. I was born this way.
Don't scream.
Sorry, I'm
Just
fine.
talk about like what's the next news topic? What are we
do
talking
you-
I would
about,
love to
Swiss
talk about
Army Man?
If.
Do we want to do Trump or If next? Be
Let's
honest.
talk about If.
Let's talk about
Uh,
If.
yeah, we have less to talk about. If
I think Steve has a
Yeah,
lot to say about If. Steve, talk about If. You're the one who saw it.
Okay, so sorry, let me make sure I'm ready. So if everybody, if came out,
Yeah.
if was doing I want to say right now,
people.
I don't know where to begin with If. So If was released, it really underperformed.
What?
No.
Against
Really?
expectations.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
this happened. We could have brought it up last episode, but I didn't want to bring the mood down. But If has been flopping a little bit at the box office. So if you don't know,
Okay.
If is the latest project from the twisted mind of John Krasinski,
Who's that?
Twisted?
from The Office, the guy with brown hair from The Office,
Jim?
who looks in the camera. Yeah,
Jim.
That's all of them.
yeah. So yeah, and I'm even like critically, it's like it's not doing good. It's below the Mario movie, I believe.
Oh no.
Wow. Wow.
So I'll be honest, I was kind of feeling like, okay, I can like wait till it comes on like Paramount Plus or whatever. If I ever want to check out If. But my mom actually wanted to see If. Like she approached me about.
What did she say
Watching
specifically? I'm so
Go ahead,
curious.
Well,
tell us, regale us.
So I was saying I went to the movie theater like 4 days ago to see to see Godzilla versus Kong, which came out like 3 months ago. Because because I saw it was still playing. It's like I didn't even watch that, so I was like, oh, let me go watch that. And it kind of made me realize, like, I was looking at the AMC app. There's a lot of movies coming out right now. We're kind of getting towards like the summer movie boom, I'd say.
Yeah.
So I was saying to my mom, like, a lot of movies coming out. Were there any like you wanted to see with me? Because sometimes we go to like the movie theater together. It's a nice, family experience.
I remember watching
and-
the Sonic movie with my mom and my brother.
Right? Yeah. I mean, that's perfect movie to watch. With your
Popcorn, get an icy,
yeah.
fun for the whole family.
Yeah, fun for
I
the whole
remember-
family.
I remember her comments like, "I love the drama, the action."
Yeah.
and
So
the really,
I brought up a few movies
And-
that are coming out. That I was interested in, just to see like if she wanted to see them with me or not. I brought up Planet of the Apes because I've seen all those movies and I'm fond of them. She specifically requested If of me. Like she brought up If. Like, do you have any interest in If? And I was kind of like, you know what? Sure, let's go see If. See, don't say if. We're gonna talk about it all. So yeah, today was the day where we went to see If. I watched If like 2 hours ago.
Okay.
So it's still fresh in my mind. Honestly, I was like, I didn't have any strong expectations. Believe it or not, I know this is coming from the twisted imagination of John Krasinski.
Right, of course.
And they were sure to let us know that in the marketing. But honestly, that prospect didn't particularly excite me. It was a movie that nothing about it really excited me, I guess. But I was willing to watch it. Honestly, I think I could say I enjoyed my time with If. And I think Lou would enjoy If. I think we should all
Wow.
let's all
Lame.
like try to campaign. Let's try like, Lou, you gotta watch If. Like,
Are you serious?
I
Yeah.
brought it up. I was saying like we were trying to think of guests to get for this episode, and we were sort of going over the topics. And I'm like, has Lou seen If? Maybe Ryan, you should get Lou to see If so she could be on this episode. And you were like, I think it's gonna take a lot of convincing to get Lou to watch If.
I can't tell if this is a really elaborate bit just to get Lou to see If, or if you actually like it.
I enjoyed my time with If. I say Lou would enjoy it because there's a few interesting. I think there's characters in this movie that
Okay,
Lou
there's a
will like, at
chicken
least.
character,
It's
is what you're
case.
saying right now.
No. There's an elderly teddy bear character.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
and
the
he's
one
so
from
sweet and
Toy
cute.
Story 3.
No, he's more Paddington-esque. He's like an elderly Paddington,
Oh.
like Paddington's uncle character.
Everyone in chat right now at Lou on Twitter with the hashtag
Listen. We don't have to do that. I'll be in your house by the end of the month, so we could all watch If together.
But I here to see it now. Maybe I don't need to see
Yeah.
it. I only need Lou to see it.
We need Lou to see If.
We could watch If or Jacob's Ladder.
But no, I'm actually genuinely surprised this has such a low critical score because it kind of feels like such a like I guess easy to enjoy movie. Like it's like a fun, decent like family movie. Go out with the kids, get a nice large popcorn, get your free refill with AMC. Keep the popcorn bucket so when you come back next time you just ask them to fill it up again. You don't have to pay for popcorn ever again.
Okay.
And just like enjoy this movie. There's stuff for the kids. There's some nice like there's some nice humor. It's not butt gusting like laughter, but nothing too offensive. It's very heartwarming. There's father daughter bonding. There's grandmother granddaughter bonding.
Okay.
All right. I love a grandma.
There's
character.
everything. There's
Are you being legit?
I'm serious. I'm
Okay.
serious. I will say that scene from the trailers genuinely lasts for like I think Steve Carell holds that note for 20 seconds, legitimately.
That's
Okay.
too
And
long. That's too long.
Yeah, you can time me right now if you want me to do that, so we can see
No,
how long 20 seconds is. But it
Mm-mm.
seriously goes on that long.
No, I think you should do it. Actually, do it right now.
Hey,
Hey,
Ryan.
do you have the
Christopher,
timer ready?
Christopher.
Yeah, hold
Time-
on.
Wait, Steve,
time
I
them.
want to ask.
Yeah.
How were the imaginary friends designs?
There's a variety of them. Some of them, so they kind of have a few different art styles for them. Some of them looked pretty cute. Some of them looked all right. Some of them were like, there's one like flower character, who looks really strange in the face. It has kind of that like, the main the purple one. His name is Blue.
Of course.
No
What?
relation. Yeah. By the way, there's we could get into like the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
No, because that
similarities.
was my first thought immediately.
Yeah. The
Older
plot
Matt.
is like basically they're trying to find new homes for imaginary friends, and like the main one is named Blue. That's basically where the similarities end, but it's a very like interesting. I ponder where the imagination of John Krasinski was pulling from exactly.
Deep. I have the timer up. I'm ready for you to do it. By the way.
Oh, okay. Should I finish this tangent, or do you just want me to
Do it right now.
Go
Okay,
right now.
I'll count
Okay.
down. Okay. All right. Wait, no, hold on. Stop. Let me do a countdown. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
So how are you doing today, Don?
You know, it was better before this.
Cool. Been playing Final Fantasy? I want to get. I would like. I can't get into it because like I would play it for like a few minutes or an hour, and then I will give up on that.
No, I get you. Sometimes you just can't get into a game quite yet.
Yeah.
I've been reading.
Steve,
Homestuck.
I'm stopping you. You're not even doing the noise anymore. You're just making noise. You're making like gurgling noises. You stopped about like 31 seconds.
No, I'm not. I'm going. Why didn't you tell me to stop?
Yeah.
What the hell? Wow.
You did over 30 seconds though. During that, Lou came into my room.
I didn't say like. It's okay. Start the timer and I'll do it forever.
Lou came into my room during that. Asked, "Why are people adding me on Twitter?"
Tell Lou I apologize. Only me. Nobody else
um,
apologizes.
what did
I
you-
only apologize.
What did you think of the quirky performance of Ryan Reynolds?
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry, my internet's like. I screwed my whole internet system.
Can I make a comment?
Sorry, I'm
about
on like
Ryan
a
Reynolds
20-second delay now because I did that. I guess.
I will
Yeah.
speak on Ryan Reynolds real quick.
Sure.
That man is making
Okay.
money. That man is working. So whatever money he make, I'm glad for him. He advertised If with the Mint phone. I got that ad on my phone.
Oh, Mint Mobile app.
Yeah, the Mint Mobile.
app.
He
Yeah,
was
you
just
should
like,
check out Mint Mobile
who
app.
could
It's a
imagine these
phone app.
deals? And the fucking blue kids guy showed up.
Deal-tastic me.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
What is? When did he become like annoying?
Ryan Reynolds?
When did he become annoying?
Deadpool
I think it's
probably.
Well, I don't know if it's that necessarily. I think it's just the saturation of him. You see enough of anyone, and with a particular shtick that they kind of stick to, and you just kind of get over it. I think it happens with a lot of people. I think it happened hardcore with Taika Waititi. Like I feel like a lot of people loved him, but then they started seeing him in like too many Disney movies. And now people don't like him anymore because it's kind of they don't like hearing his voice anymore.
Quick
Yeah, I just didn't know him.
donation from Adam64 again. Thank you again. What is the likelihood of a podcast where Ryan only uses Sir Pegley Pete voice and Seep only does the Alvin voice?
It's gonna be a likelihood of next time when I'm not on this podcast because I know for a fact I would find a way to turn it
That
off.
sounds
When-
really awful, actually.
When Luke's not home.
Lou's
Yeah.
not home.
And
Yeah.
Lou's also not on
Because
the
like
podcast.
she almost kicked you out for like doing the Ditches of Circus Pete voice.
Oh, but tell us more about If. Tell us more about If.
there's a lot of characters voiced by some familiar voices that you might have heard in other movies, maybe.
I'm a bubble.
You cannot be serious.
Well, of course I'm serious.
I'm a
He's
bubble.
She
not
plays
in
a
the
bubble.
movie.
She plays a bubble named Pop. Yeah, she has like 2
Okay.
lines, so it doesn't.
All right.
It's fine. If you hate
Oh,
her, then
and,
you can just.
No,
close
here's
her.
my thing. I don't hate her. It's just like with my opposite, like it's the opposite of the feeling I had for Ryan Reynolds, where I was just like, get your bag, do whatever. I never want her to work again.
You're
Nothing
never working in
personal,
this
I just
town
don't want her to
again,
work again.
Fina. Yeah. So speaking of like the imaginary characters, there's a lot of different styles. I think my favorite one.
Mr. Enter.
No. Well, yes, actually, that's the one. The one that looks like Mr. Enter, voiced by Jon Stewart of
What?
political late night TV
Wait,
fame.
but Skibbity Biden guy?
No, that's Stephen
Wrong.
Colbert.
Okay.
Wrong one.
Skibbity Biden.
Oh, I do. Please.
But
No.
we could talk. I want to talk about Skibbity Biden on the show because you have some interesting insight on that.
We could do that during Trump.
Okay. But yeah, no, that one's name is Cosmo. He's kind of like he's got like the trench coat, with like a pair of eyes peeking from the darkness and like a fedora.
Oh, like the toy taker from Rudolph.
Yes, exactly. His whole thing is like he's a very like noir detective kind of guy, but they like play it up. Like every time he shows up, like the score of the movie changes. And he's like, "Oh, I got it." You know, he has like the voice and everything. He was pretty good. I liked him. He was funny. That was one funny if. That's one for the
Okay.
parents. I think that's gonna make the
Okay.
parents and the
Okay,
kids laugh.
if he's the best if, who's the worst if?
Aquafina.
Did you just ask me something?
Yeah, I asked
Who's the worst if?
I asked who's
Sorry,
the...
the worst if of all.
Who's the worst one?
Well, if I had to choose one,
You're
I don't
fired.
know. Maybe I'd need a list of ifs. I didn't really like how the flower looked. I don't remember anything about its character other than I didn't like how it looked. So maybe that might be the worst if. I did not
Okay.
hate the Steve Carell if named Blue, who was purple. He was alright. He's kind of cute.
Looks like
Steepington.
that looks like a spiral enemy that you kill to get your eggs back.
The purple if.
No, the toy taker.
Oh, yes.
Mr.
Oh,
Enter looks
man.
like a spiral enemy that you need to kill on the spot, or else he'll leave with like the collectibles. Mr. Enter looks
I
like a guy
gotta-
you need to kill on the spot, or else he'll run away with the spiral collectibles. There you go.
I need to,
people,
like,
you have
get-
like weird clips to mess around with.
I need to get a good picture of this particular if. This is an if I want to call attention to.
Yeah.
Okay.
so-
I think that this is. I think we have a wifeable if.
Shut up.
That's a weird sentence to start with.
I'm serious.
Give me a name.
Is it the cartoon lady from the trailers?
No.
More
There's
than
an art
one?
teacher. There's an art teacher if, like a middle-aged art teacher if that I think
Okay.
has a lot of like, kind of like old man swag.
Oh my god. Okay,
Um,
so it's not for me. Okay.
Oh,
Let me see.
Look, he's like he's one of those like reference wooden figures.
You all are not gonna believe this when I put it on screen. If you're like thinking like, oh, big sexy guy or
Ryan,
lady.
before you do it, you have to read "Aging like a fine pine."
His tagline is aging like a fine pine. Here he is.
It's not like an overly. It's like a very humble, like gentle kind of. I'm serious. I feel like there's at least one person we know. You know.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Do we want to find them? Do we want to start a quest to find them?
Yeah. Go
Maybe.
ahead and start the quest because I have a couple of ideas of who this could be for. Oh. Literally I do. So we have to post this, get this guy out there, and at every single one of our friends to figure this
Like
out.
everyone's acting shocked, but I swear if you watched him in the movie, he's a very kind personality.
See,
you know,
you're good at voice acting. Can you an imitation of him?
Yeah, please.
I don't remember. He just sounded like a normal. He just sounded. He had a very like natural voice to him, and he was
Oh.
just nice.
Oh, he just sounded like a guy. Just a guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's an easy to pine for. I think kind
Is that a
of.
pun?
I'm just saying. I can. Yes.
No, Seepa's right. I can see how this is like wifeable.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I love
Thank you.
it. I love in chat all caps Larry David.
Yeah, I mean he's not Larry David-esque in personality at all. I have to say.
No, he wouldn't hurt Elmo.
He's
Okay.
like tall and like slender, and he's like kind of an authority figure, but he's like nice about it. You know,
Okay.
he's not really an authority figure.
See,
Doesn't hang out with Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, right.
first off, you need to tell me if there's like a big dude, like not blue,
A
Blue.
big
another
dude.
one,
Shit.
not blue.
You would like. He's not a big dude, but he's kind of like. He's a bear.
Okay. The actual bear.
the elderly teddy bear character.
I need
I
to
think-
see him too. Show me him.
So
Okay. I don't remember his freaking name.
break it out for me.
Oh, I got him here. Oh, this is such a nice image. This should
Let
be
me
like his
see.
profile image. Here, look at him.
Oh,
Look at his kind face.
oh my god.
He's like an old man. He's like, "Oh, how you doing there?"
Oh, you're right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. Yeah.
So this is I like that if. I was a fan of that if.
Mhm.
You like the Aquafina if?
Good one. That's a good one.
We don't have to talk about that one.
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about Aquafina's
yeah.
2 lines. Yes, Rosa?
First things first. I talked to Lou and she says she'd rather watch Jacob's Ladder.
Why did you mention Jacob's? What is wrong with you right now?
I like it. It's a good movie.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, cool. Her tagline is she's about to pop off.
She's about to pop off.
Her thing is
Oh.
like she was running like a therapy circle.
Yeah.
And
I
then
would
there.
I would not want to be in a therapy circle with like Aquafina.
There's a sequence where they're sort of interviewing all the ifs because they're kind of like trying to find them new homes. Basically, is a plot point
Right.
here.
Yeah.
So she has a line there where she says like,
Oh, sometimes I pop.
and then she pops.
But does she doesn't die permanently?
No, I mean she comes back.
I mean, that's a shame.
Lou, it's a good movie. Oh, we're talking about If right now, Lou. We're talking about If right now. I think Lou likes If. We're talking about If right now.
Lou's
Lou
in
is
the
in the
If
chat.
now.
It's a good movie.
Lou, you have
Yeah.
to next time because Sifu you says against you.
I think Lou likes If. I think Lou likes If.
Lou, is this
Lou
true?
replied to the bear image saying, "That's just me." That's why I'm saying you need to see this movie. If only just for him. If only just for him.
If?
If-
Can we all do that together? Like on the count of 3, can we all do it?
No.
Isn't there like a cam rip that the Garfield Eats guy posted?
Of the Garfield movie?
No, of oh wait, if
Why would he do if? Not the Garfield
Yeah,
movie?
why would the Garfield Eats guy Nathan Masry post a cam rip of If?
oh
Well, maybe he did because he hates like Paramount and
How
sick
would we know that?
Nickelodeon.
What if we all did it?
I think 2 people would leave at least.
Yeah.
I
Be
don't.
awesome.
I don't wanna do it.
We were like a choir though, like God's choir.
God's choir?
Like we all came together like God's choir.
I rather not. I hurt my throat last night, like looking at Diddy Wii U.
What if we all harmonize like?
No.
So like that.
Eh?
No one's joining that.
I'm sorry,
Um,
here. I'm not joining that.
Everybody
Would you
hates
believe
it.
if I said If made me Pixar cry?
Okay,
Or do you think I'm joking when I say that?
I think you're
That's-
telling the truth.
Okay.
What? Stop. Pixar cry.
Well, you know, like Pixar tearjerker, like, you know, oh, this is like a Pixar. I think Pixar could have released this and it would have gotten like a positive score on Rotten Tomatoes. That might be. I think I might. That might be. I think I might stand by that. I think if
Okay.
Pixar released this movie in its exact state, but like if it was all animated, maybe, then I think it'd have a higher Rotten Tomatoes score.
Okay.
I don't know. I think everyone's kind of annoyed by Ryan Reynolds.
What if he was a cartoon animation?
I think I'd still
I mean,
hate
he's
him.
not. He's not even
I
like
don't
that
think that would
annoying.
add. I think I'll make it worse, to be honest.
I think
It's not
Ryan
even-
Reynolds' like reputation got worse once we all started liking Ryan Gosling because like now we have the better Ryan.
I don't know
I don't
the
know.
difference between either of them now. Who is
Keep-
Ryan Gosling? What's he doing?
Ryan Gosling was in Blade Runner, and
And
he's
Barbie.
in Barbie.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Oh,
Different guy.
whoops. They should have thought that through before they put 2 Ryans in Hollywood. I'm not doing that.
Wait till you see the Chris's.
Oh. Oh no. Oh, welcome back, Ruth.
I wish I had a GIF of this exact shot that I'm sharing with you right
Where
now.
they're
There's
dancing.
a shot where they're all like dancing in sync, and
Yeah.
when that came up during the movie, I just saw like in my mind's eye it projected like #1 in America on the screen.
It's the #1 movie in America.
If it's the most heartwarming movie of the year.
Families and kids agree.
Do they make commercials like that anymore?
They do. They sure do.
They did for the
You gotta watch
Sonic
the
movie.
TV. Sonic is the #1 movie in America.
I
It's
had
the
a great
funniest
time with
movie of the
Sonic.
year. I think they did it with Kung Fu Panda, right? I don't know. What did
Probably.
Kung Fu Panda have
They-
to show?
They wouldn't say critics and audiences though because it's getting bad reviews. They say like families and
Oh,
kids
yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
And they
having
also
good
say like,
time.
"Oh, certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes." They say that now. That's what they say instead of like, "Oh,
Yes,
critics agree."
that- Yeah.
I think
Remember
Garfield.
Star Wars?
Oh, the Star Wars Rotten Tomatoes video
Yeah.
for Rise of Skywalker, and it's like a 50%.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You know the movie's good when it's like, oh, certified like 90% audience score. Like they can't show the critic score, but they show the audience
Right.
score. This movie has a high audience score, which I think makes sense because I feel like if you're like a grandma and you watch this movie with your like grandkids, like you have the grandkids for the weekend and you watch this, I think you're all gonna have a great time.
You know, Steve, you convinced me. I'm gonna go ahead and go and watch it.
Yeah, I
gonna
think
figure
you
it
might
out.
enjoy it if you like, cute. It's not overtly like annoying or anything.
Okay, sure. I'm honestly, I've been looking for movies to just watch. Go to the movies and just watch.
Okay,
it.
but like you gotta ask though, this are Garfield.
That's the
This
thing
or
too. I'm
Garfield?
gonna be watching Garfield as well.
Well, if you
I
only see
haven't
one,
seen Garfield yet.
yeah, none of us did. So
I-
that's why we're not watching, talking about it.
No.
I have a hunch that If is better.
Ooh,
Well,
I have
Wow,
because
wow.
I think Garfield is just an inherently more cynical venture.
Okay.
So it's just kind of like, I don't know. I mean, this also has like, celebrities voicing the animated characters, but it's a little different when it's like, legacy characters with like actual voice actors being
okay.
replaced.
Yeah, sure.
This one I can respect a little bit more as just like, because it is technically an original like thing. It's from the imagination of John Krasinski.
Hmm.
So I can respect that a little bit more for a movie. I'd put Garfield higher if it had like Nermal and Arlene and stuff. instead of just-
Audiences are loving the if field combo. I just love that.
If
combo.
field.
This is the new Barbenheimer, baby.
Oh, someone get the Garfield social media team on that.
The
Yeah.
Have
Garfield
like a
Eats
big
guy?
fluffy. I like orange much better. And have like a big like fluffy Garfield on the If poster. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Right.
John instead of Ryan Reynolds.
You were saying that about the Garfield movie. That is so weird. Like everything I've heard of that movie is like John is in it for like 10 minutes apparently, and then Arlene and
What?
Arlene, Liz, and like Normal like are basically like 1 second cameo characters.
Yeah.
So what do they do for the movie?
They got like an
Uh,
animal
th-
adventure.
Yeah, it's like it's like the. Is this like It's like the Tom and Jerry movie. Just add a bunch of like animal characters for the kids.
The
Yes.
greatest thing in life's a friend. Like that.
Yeah.
True.
yeah.
True.
Any more thoughts on If Seep, the #1 movie of the year?
I guess not. I could recommend if you're looking for
Okay.
a nice like family film, with some, nice little bits of humor. It's got a little bit of heart. It's got
Okay, wait. I gotta ask though. I gotta ask.
what?
Who is winning the Sonic the summer blockbuster movie off? If
Okay.
are monster trucks with Creech.
I think. I mean, I haven't seen Monster Trucks, but I don't know. I think Blue could crush that little Creech.
Ooh, I
any
don't
day of the
know.
week.
No. Creech is awesome. Hold on. This is
I don't
when
know.
this is when I start having a problem with you. I don't think you know anything about Creech.
You underestimate the sheer power of imagination, my friend.
Okay.
With a little bit of imagination, anything is possible.
No, but
How
Creech,
did you?
Creech
how
is
did you do that?
awesome.
What? How do I?
How do you
Well-
like? To me, this is a movie where you go in, you have a good time, and you completely forget about it in 2 seconds. But you know what? You watched it. You probably enjoyed it very much. So I
I
assume you
honestly
just
enjoyed
pick
it a
up
lot more
lines.
than I thought I would. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it isn't disposable. I think
Mhm.
I would not call
Okay.
this disposable.
Well,
It's
Creech
a little
was,
like generic, maybe, but it's still like a nice, like
okay, but Creech.
Go ahead, Ryan. Go on with your like Creech bit that
No, but, like,
no one
Creech-
actually enjoys.
I'll stop.
No, go ahead, please.
I'll stop. Thought it was gonna be funny. Like,
No one in
oh,
chat is
Creech.
like talking about Creech. There's no like +2s.
Yeah,
No one's
you're
like,
right.
oh, Creech, yo.
You're right. Everybody hated it. Everybody.
Yeah. Oh, we got one Creech comment.
No, I'll stop. I'm gonna talk about Trump now.
Yeah, we can talk about Trump, Ryan. I'm sorry nobody liked your bit.
No, I thought it was gonna be funny. What
Yeah.
baby summer blockbuster clears, and we're gonna like have a whole thing where we talk about it's fine. Everybody hated it.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Donald Trump
Ryan-
got convicted for 34 felonies this week. You want to like?
34
Yeah, I
felonies.
get- I mean, I didn't.
Holy
I really
crap,
didn't know we
Ryan,
were
do
a
you hear this?
Are we
Holy
a
crap.
like we're this is a politics podcast? I didn't know this was a thing.
Oh, we have we're starting a new trend here. We're gonna have like a political segment from now on.
Okay.
Here's our political segment of the show.
Go
We're
ahead.
here with our political expert Ryan Ribbity. Can you please brief us on the news this week? This week in politics.
Donald Trump got convicted for 34 felons.
Skibbity Biden. Yay. How exciting is that?
Oh, and you know Joe Biden, when he saw this, he got off the couch, picked up he limped over to his phone, and he called Hillary. He was like, "Girl."
Oh,
Okay, I love this lore you're creating.
they're gonna snatch that blonde wig right off the Cheeto in command.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, so wait,
and they're all gonna do the
Okay.
can. They're all gonna do the can together, and Trump will go, "Oh no, the Democratic Party."
Oh,
So
and then
wait.
and then they're gonna skibbity toilet, skibbity Biden will pop out Trump's
Skibbity
toilet
Biden.
and then make fun of him.
so was Trump in like trouble or something?
Yeah, I think he might have did something.
Yeah, I think he probably did a lot of
Did-
things.
did he
actually.
talk about this
you
ever?
know, jeez,
You know-
Is he getting wait, is Trump getting canceled right now?
Yeah, I think the big thing is like I think Donald Trump is being canceled a bit. Is what's kind of happening here.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Oh, eventually they were gonna get to him, I guess. Everyone has to have a round
Yeah,
on the
Yeah.
wheel of cancellation here.
On the toxic cancel train or whatever the girl said. I remember. I
it
was like,
Yeah.
kind of all started when like Simpsons made their West Wing parody with Trump. It was all downhill from there. Those
Aw.
woke Simpsons kind of started the
Oh.
call out post, and
Wait,
they're
Simpsons.
Ryan, did
Yeah?
they predict that?
they did actually. If you
Holy
get-
crap. Whoa.
so
They do it
nice.
again. Simpsons does it again.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Just
Wait.
like it's like they know the future or something.
So that
Next
means
thing you know.
I guess so that means OJ did do it.
Could it be?
OJ did it. What is that to do with?
Crazy.
Oh my god. I mean, if
Naka, I can't believe it.
He did
And
it.
once Yuji Naka was on the chopping block, like no one was safe.
You think
'Cause, I
once
mean, he literally created our childhoods. The man
Yeah.
created our childhoods,
And he
and
got
this is how we
canceled.
repaid him. He got
Yeah.
canceled for it.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
who created I need to keep track. Who created our childhoods? Donald
Yuji
Trump?
Naka.
Oh, okay, I couldn't tell.
Yuji
who-
Naka, wake up.
Donald Trump.
I couldn't tell who
I watched
talking-
The Apprentice every day after school with my family. We all got around the couch. We all got around the TV on the couch. We got our popcorn. We all watched The Apprentice.
Oh, I
And they
watched
tried to
Home Alone
cancel
2 45 times.
You
When
know-
Donald Trump showed up, I did a backflip.
And I guess it all makes sense. You know, my friend Justin, he was really into watching Donald Trump, which was really weird.
I like the idea that like Joe heard this news and like he got up for the first time in years, like and like you hear his like bones cracking.
Sitting down.
Yeah, he can hear his bones cracking as he gets up, and then he starts dancing like, oh yeah, yeah. And then he's like some backflips and stuff, and it's like, Joe, I haven't seen this live in you for years. And they all start like clapping for him because they're so happy that he's happy.
Oh, and then they do the Oppa Gangnam Style.
Oh,
Yeah.
and this Opa Trump, Trump style.
Oppa
no.
Biden style.
and then Trump's like, oh no, Sleepy Joe's making fun of me. Oh, this is so embarrassing.
What do you think this event is going to do for the Trump comedy economy?
A lot.
Yeah.
Do you think we've kind of been on a downturn? I feel like, you know, culturally, I mean, he hasn't been president for the past 4 years, for one.
No.
But like, I don't know. It's kind of a thing where it's like, I kind of get it, you know. I feel like we kind of get what he's like. So we kind of all had our jokes.
Right.
But now that he's a convicted felon, I mean, I don't know. I'm just wondering what's going to happen now. Are we going to see a resurgence of like, is it okay to make fun of Trump again? Is it cool again?
I feel like it's never stopped. You just had to like be creative about it, right? Like, 'cause
Yeah.
the truth of the matter is, like, he's kind of as dementia ridden as Joe Biden. It's just he's been in the public. He's been out of the public eye. I mean, there's that infamous clip. I love it so much where he's like, we hear about Ruth Gators Binsberg, whatever, dying, and he's like, I didn't know about that. I hear about this for the first time.
You're telling me this for the first time. What can I say? He led an amazing life.
He's gonna go on some sort of press tour where he says, I didn't do those. Like, he's gonna say something like that. Like, he's gonna be like, they're lying. Yeah, I did.
Lying. I did not.
Never heard of her. Never saw her doing anything. If she stood, I was not there. I was sitting down.
I swear I did not have relations.
He's gonna go on
Start
stage.
quoting other people.
He's gonna get like on stage and just be like, I didn't do any of that. They're making it up. They're lying about that. I didn't do it.
It's me, Trump. Wow, hey, you know that Biden fella.
Yeah.
He's gonna go on stage and be like, nuh-uh.
I think my favorite thing about the American system is the fact that prisoners can no longer vote, but they are able to run for president. He can still legally run for president.
What do you think is? So he's got like another thingy, like a hearing or something coming up in like July, right? What's that about? Is that where like they decide what to do with him? Because like right now he's been convicted.
What are they gonna do?
What the hell?
Like, what is he? What are they gonna? Are you expecting them to like?
He's gonna.
Well, I don't know. You don't just
Spanish
convict someone and say
battle
like, you don't just convict someone and be like, all right, go home. Like,
He's
don't
Like,
gonna.
do it
like, no,
again.
leave.
Don't do it again.
He's gonna.
Just go.
They're gonna give him like a cartoon punishment. He's gonna be like, all right, Trump, you're sentenced to 1 hour of tickling.
What the heck?
And they're gonna like hook up to the tickle machine. He's like, oh no, the tickle machine. Oh no, this is so bad.
No.
You really think that's gonna happen?
Yeah, he's gonna get tickled, and they're gonna like be like, that's it, Trump. You're grounded for 4 weeks. No partying, no pizza, no playing with your friends, and you're gonna have to watch baby shows. And he's like,
Oh, Joe
no.
Joe Biden's like, maybe I could forgive you, Mac, after you scrub all the floors in the White House.
They're gonna make him.
Enough.
He's gonna have to host the prom.
Enough.
Oh
You
my
must
God.
clean all of Corday.
he's gonna be like, Trump, your crimes, you're going to have to chaperone the prom this year instead of going on the big date you want to go on.
Oh
Trump,
my god.
Trump, you and whoever was your vice are going to have to rebuild this tree house that you burnt down.
Trump, you're going to have to build little Timmy's treehouse in his backyard all by yourself. No.
And then Eugene because don't worry, I'll help. And then while they're was like, Trump, where's the door?
Eeps, Alf, I don't know what the Trump, the Yuji Naka image is. I'm sorry. Like, if you're gonna donate to put an image on screen, you have to send the image somewhere too.
It's the Sonic Adventure 2 Yuji Naka image.
Just
Yuji
that.
Naka Trump image. The famous image. The funniest image of the year.
Oh, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna put him in a little cage.
What?
They're gonna put him like
Oh,
a
yeah.
little. They're gonna put him like a little cage where his feet dangles out, and he's like, and they're gonna put him like in the middle of like Washington, and they're gonna let Joe Biden throw tomatoes at him.
Oh my god. Just you wait, I'll get my revenge. Oh, it's me, Trump.
How small is the cage?
It's like small enough that he fits in it, but small enough also that like he can't really stand, and like
Right.
his like feet is dangling out.
Oh, that sounds awful. I think that would be enough. That would make me stop doing whatever I was doing.
Do you think it's gonna be crazy if he wins after this?
At this point, I don't know anything. I'm really surprised we got into this.
What if
At
he went?
all.
What if he went to jail and then Biden died the same week? What do we do then?
Oh, fuck, bro.
Like before anyone wins?
Yeah, I mean,
I really-
I think funny.
But wouldn't it just mean Kamala would be up for it, right?
Well, that's assuming
Kamala?
she
What was
wins.
the-
Well, I get. Is that what happens if it's like in the debate phase? It just goes to the vices.
That's
Maybe.
Trump's
yeah.
VP right now.
I don't
I
know.
want to
I don't
ask, what was
know.
this? Oh
We
my
were
God.
not equipped for this conversation.
What is it, Rosa?
What was this SpongeBob episode where like, well, if we do this thing and see how they like it? What was,
Oh,
what was it?
it's like one of those cartoon things where it's like, I would, you couldn't last a day in my shoes.
No.
What the heck?
It's SpongeBob. There was like a mob that was angry and said, "Let's see how they like it." I can't remember. Was it like?
Was it when they chained Patrick up? Threw
Oh
peanuts at him?
yes.
Oh, they're gonna throw peanuts at Trump.
That'd
I
be
was gonna
perfect
say if
punishment
Joe
for him.
Biden died and Trump is in prison, and then it's just Camilla.
I think we
unrelated
said
to
her name
Trump, I would-
multiple ways.
I feel like there being a mob is like, let's put her into prison and see how she likes it. Not
So
for the
Trump
sake
doesn't
of
have
Trump,
a VP.
but for someone else.
Man, he's got to. His VP is gonna be someone he finds in prison. It's gonna be like.
it's gonna be Yuji Naka. They're gonna meet in prison. He's like,
It's all coming full circle. Everything's
I
coming
realize-
together.
I realize this election isn't going to be as easy as I thought. Thankfully, I have a little help. And then he like steps aside, and then you see his silhouette, and then like his eyes glow, and then it's the season finale cliffhanger.
and then when they meet in jail, Yuji Naka's gonna like sit him down like, have I told you about the one button philosophy? And like Trump's like eyes like widen, like
Oh my god!
tell me more.
Oh my gosh! I mean, Trump already has one button in the White House. It's the Coke button.
Yuji Naka's gonna take a tour of the White House like, ooh, I like it.
I like how you think. Oh.
And when we take an elected president, and he's the vice president. I have a new law. I'm removing all the buttons everywhere. I only want one button in cars. I want one button to make the laws. We're not gonna have like a party of people who make the laws. We're gonna have one button we press to make the laws. It's gonna be one button for everything now.
Oh, the one party philosophy.
The one
That's a good
party
comment from
philosophy.
Marsh.
Oh my
It's
god.
only going to be one party. Oh, that's good.
And it's
Yeah.
gonna be the fun party.
The polling booths only have one button. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Joe Biden's like, how are we gonna win the election now? And then like, I know, pizza party. And then Trump and Eugene like, oh no, He's having a pizza party. They love the pizza party. We need to do something better. Oh, everyone, I have a bounce house at my house.
Someone should make
911?
like one of those like political cartoons to like make fun of a certain like political party, but something like make it like really juvenile like that. Has anyone done that?
Something we would
Probably
do.
multiple times.
I feel like it's something we would do. It's just like make it like a cartoon of like presidents, and like all they do is
Like
like
a
oh,
baby Looney Tunes kind of
Yeah.
situations with
But
the
that's, is
president.
that's not what Little
Was it-
Bush was, right? Is that what
I
Little
feel
Bush
like that's
is?
exactly what it was.
Oh,
Wait,
Wasn't there? I
What?
was gonna say. Wasn't there like the AI Trump, Obama, and Biden thing on YouTube or TikTok?
For the baby
Oh,
Looney
I
Tunes
guess
version?
so. Like they were playing like video games together.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I'm talking. We need like a full like cartoon series where they're like, I don't know, they're just all acting really immature, and they're like,
wait, Joe's giving out free ice cream sandwiches? That's cheating. He can't
that's
do
like
that.
so, that's so
Dirty-
bad. I mean,
Dirty Joe is giving out ice cream sandwiches to sway the voters to his side when I have Neapolitan ice cream sandwiches.
can we like gauge? Can someone in the chat let us know if this is like, is that actually funny or is that like lame, like
Yeah, it's funny.
liberal humor? I think it's
No,
actually
no,
kind
no.
of funny.
It's good. It's funny because it's just not commenting on anything.
No.
Right? Yeah.
It's not skewed
Yeah.
to any side. It's like the notion of like the president.
I think Saber Spark would praise it. Finally, political media that doesn't
Really?
take a side.
I like
This
this
is where we're going.
comment from Hyper Dynamo. I'll just make homework illegal.
I don't. So we're thinking
Oh.
like teenage president.
And then Joe comes
No,
back on stage
so-
and he's like, well, I'm gonna give everyone an extra hour of recess.
I think we're talking like SpongeBob-esque man-child president,
Right.
Okay.
where
so
they're still
they
like,
all live in a neighborhood together, kind of thing.
I guess so, in like political land.
That
Maybe it's like
reminds
split
me-
down the middle,
This
Oh,
was
good
a-
idea.
Town and Blue Town.
Wasn't there like some boomer show that came out on Fox or something that says this show wasn't picked up for the past 10 years?
Mr.
We talked about that last
Bertram.
that Mr. Bertram. We talked about that with Ty from Bizabazow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just been thinking about that really recently because people like didn't spot it like Yowie for that show.
Yeah, that's when he finally like registered that in your memory when the Yowie came out.
I love the post it just said, it feels like they were so it feels like it was such a nothing they make such nothing commentary that it ends up just being like creating another group of like teenagers that like South Park Yowie.
Wait. It's gonna be a part where like Trump's like, wait, Joe's party has released a video where he's the speaker man and I'm the skibbity toilet.
Oh, is that my cue?
You want it? I don't know.
Skibbity Biden.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hey Don, do you want to talk about Skibbity Biden? You have a fun connection to it.
Oh yeah, Skibbity Biden.
Okay.
His brother wasn't responsible for that.
But
No,
no, let's
he
introduce
wasn't.
it. Like, hold on. So, what did we say to you, Don? When what was the
Ryan
conversation we had shortly after Skibbity Biden hit it big?
Ryan asked me if my brother had anything to do with Skibbity Biden. For clarification, my brother is a writer for Stephen Colbert. And I had spent the whole day lamenting the fact that my brother may have had something to do with Skibbity Biden.
You sound so
point
like
that-
somber and downtrodden right
when
now.
Ryan messaged me, I had a heart attack and I had to message my brother and ask, did you have anything to do with that? Let me
Should we
tell
put-
you.
Should we?
Yeah,
should-
go ahead.
Sorry. Should we put Skibbity Biden on the screen just
I'll
in
put it on
case anyone
screen.
Yeah,
watching
go
this
ahead.
like
Yeah.
a month from now and like it's just a faded memory?
Yeah, I'll put it on screen.
It's like tears
Um,
and rain.
So I text messaged him. Actually, yeah, I text messaged
You sound like
him.
you're gonna cry.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
really
too.
hurt, and he this was like it was a huge I'm getting emotional because the joy I felt when he told me he had nothing to do with it, and in his research as to what Skibbity Toilet was, he couldn't get past the second part because he got scared. So I just think it was a huge bullet that was dodged. I could have been the sibling of the Skibbity Biden guy.
Now, I'm honestly a little sad about that because that
I understand that.
No,
but
a few
I'm
years removed
saying-
from this, that could be like a really great anecdote. Like, oh yeah, you remember Skibbity Biden? My brother. Like how amazing of a story is that?
I'm an Uber driver. So anytime somebody walks in and they're just like, yeah, I love Colbert, I'm like, haha, my brother writes for that. If they watched Colbert and said, man, that Skibbity Biden, that was kind of bad. And if he had written that, I would have to drive the car into a lake.
Oh my god.
And I don't want to do that.
I honestly
Oh.
love Skibbity Biden.
Like Mungo.
I'm glad you guys loved it. I'm glad. And I'm sure the person who did write it probably is, they're dancing around the writer's room.
Skibbity Biden, skibbity,
just
skibbity.
I need
Biden.
to know. Really want to know what were they cooking with that? Like, why were they trying to cook? Because I don't think that made an appeal to like Biden.
Let me tell you something. I will talk to him. He's coming next week. I will talk to him about it. And I will give you an update.
Has anyone seen the whole episode where that's from? Because
probably not.
The thing that blew up was just like an out of context clip of Skibbity Biden. I'm pretty sure the joke is that because Biden's trying to appeal to like young Americans because he's sort of
that's a funny joke.
He's sort of fumbling it, right? So
Right.
the joke is kind of like, oh, this is this is how Biden should really appeal to like to the youth, and then they have like the terrible Skibbity Biden.
To be honest,
that's a joke. That's an actual joke.
Yeah. With the context, that does make it hit a little better. But the fact that just Skibbity Biden, no context, has been going around for a little bit, and I'm just like, ooh, I have heartburn.
Hitler's language.
Like, if they're critiquing the way he's trying to deal with like younger generations, I totally agree, 100%. That's fine. But like, man, that was scary.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you think would do a Skibbity toilet joke first, Simpsons or Family Guy?
Family Guy.
Well, I see Homer's head is already in the toilet. So.
Well, that's like unrelated, but like, who would do the real one? Like, who would be like, Bart be like, Dad, I'm trying to watch Skibbity Toilet, or they're like, Peter would be like, this is like the time I was a Skibbity Toilet.
I think logically, it's more likely for Family Guy to do it, but The Simpsons did reference Meat Canyon before Family Guy.
Really?
Yes. Bart says he likes Meat Canyon videos. He also likes React videos.
He is like 8.
My logic is that I think Family Guy's always been a bit tuned into internet culture for whatever reason.
I agree.
They did like the ding fries are done, and then they did like the troll song. They've always been like really weirdly touched into internet culture. I think I could see Skibbity Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they would like subvert it too. It's just like Lois walks in and then Peter's head is already in the toilet. He's poking out. And then immediately he's just like, now Lois, calm down. I know what you're thinking. It isn't what it looks like. And it just cuts off there. Like it's like it's just one of those cutaway gags. Real quick.
Now, Don,
it's always a reference and then they leave it.
Don, you're giving too much faith to Family Guy. This is like you have like a seven punchline. What it would be is Peter would turn to the screen, he would look at the screen in the eye with his eyes, and he'd go, "I'm Skibbity Toilet."
No, I think you're not giving them enough
Don,
credit.
have you seen Family Guy jokes? They love
What?
jokes.
Yeah.
They love jokes.
I don't know.
They love
Last
jokes.
time I saw it, the jokes were still okay, and I stopped watching it.
Oh.
The Family
What
Guy.
happened?
We're talking about Family Guy's Skibbity Toilet.
I got disconnected. Why?
Let me repeat my joke for Rosa. The joke would just be that Peter's head's
I
coming
know
out of the toilet.
I just want to know why was I disconnected for a second?
Oh,
I don't know. I'm not your internet service provider.
Okay, see?
I'm not. Hey,
You
look at
could
me.
be.
I think I could see Family Guy actually getting the rights to that like remix of that song.
You're so right about
And like
Family
using
Guy,
it in the
Ryan.
episode.
No, there's so many jokes in Family Guy where it is Peter turns to the screen and says what the reference is.
Yeah, no. I think that's
see,
true.
but that's
remember
the
when
thing.
they referenced the Will Smith slap?
How did they do it?
No.
You- Wow, it was a zoo joke. Chris, like, you could hear Chris slapping Peter off screen, and then Chris goes like, "Keep my name out your mouth." And I think he even says it. He might even say it twice. And then Peter goes, "Wow, it was a zoo joke."
What?
So they're because that's what they're quoting the Oscars incident, but
No,
replacing some of the words.
I can't remember like specific jokes off the top of my head. I just remember so many times Peter turning to the screen and announcing what the joke is. He does that.
Yeah, no.
That's a joke.
They're-
He
That's
they're
in
does
the
very-
show's
that, but
humor.
maybe like once or twice.
No, it's way more than
Remember
once or
the-
twice.
I think they
Remember
can
the
handle a
Among Us?
skibbity toilet joke.
The Among Us was a fan made animation, not
I know. I said
canon.
the fan. I just said.
Okay. But it's not canon. Not canon. Not canonical. It's not canonical.
Shut up. I think I'm on Ryan's side here. Family Guy is very brazen with their reference humor, and I think if they were making a skibbity toilet joke, they would be proud of it. You know, they wouldn't try to like hide it. Like, oh, Peter's in a toilet, so that might be a reference to skibbity toilet. No, I think they would let you know.
I'm skibbity toy. I just remember somebody instance where Peter looks at the screen and just like says like, I'm character, I'm movie, I'm thing.
Mm-mm.
I mean, there's the part where they're like singing the like he's stuck on the stairs.
Halfway down the stairs, it's
You're
a
gonna love that one,
stair just like this. I'm not at the bottom. We didn't even think more
Yeah.
about Trump.
I hope something really bad happens to him.
I hope
Oh
he-
Jesus.
I mean, I'm
I
not gonna
think-
mince words.
I
Okay,
think-
you don't have to.
I think there should be like a weird. There should be like two guys, one with the last name Will Booth and the other one named Harvey Oswald, and they're just like in the same jail as like Trump
Okay.
or in his same vicinity, and they have the chance to do like the funniest thing ever.
Happy goes to jail, meets Yuji Naka. That'd be funny.
Okay.
We want to talk about what we played or watched this week?
Wait, John Wilkes
Yeah.
Booth?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's like a corpse. He's like a
He's
rot-
back.
He's like a skeleton.
He's
I've
back,
been
everyone.
I've been waiting, Trump.
I knew him the whole time.
Anyone want to talk about something they watched or played this week?
yes.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Rosa.
Okay. Now, before I do, I want to announce that another Precure character was confirmed for gay.
Oh yay. Which one?
I would. Let me put in the image.
Which I just man is dropping. You've been drawing this.
Hooray!
You've just
Yeah.
drawing this the whole time. That's fun.
Yeah, it kind of gets, there's so much you could say about Trump without just ending it off with like Lee Harvey Oswald.
Hopefully
I
that's
think
fine.
that's right.
But talk
Okay.
about what you watched or played this week.
So recently I played the Thousand Year Door remake.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Well, what did you think so far?
It's pretty good. It's really great. I love Thousand Year Door. And I gotta say, it's pretty faithful, and I love the new addition, the visuals. Though I gotta say, the controls feels pretty different. I feel like I've been having a harder time, um, guarding and doing super guards. Like I get some accurate ones, but the other time, uh, I just like I feel like I have a lot of trouble guarding because like I have to hold it down, and I'm just so used to just like pressing it instantly, and then just like okay.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think I'm just like weird like that. Like I was more comfortable with like the timing being a lot more tighter than looser, but that's just like a me issue, and maybe because like the controllers that I'm using, because like I was so used to using the GameCube controller, but at the same time, it's like ooh. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, or I need a better control. But it's still been a wonderful time so far. It's and the music, it's great. The new music, I love it. Also, Ryan, can you pull up the video I asked you?
Oh yeah, let me
Oh,
find that. It's
yeah.
probably
Yeah,
buried now. Okay.
but yeah,
It was on screen while you talk.
yeah. So like when I'm guarding, I feel like I have a better. I feel like I get it more accurately when I hold it down a bit longer. Like not too long, just like hold it down for like a second.
Uh-huh.
Like I only ever
Man,
super guard, so I get hit a lot, but like I feel better with super guard because it's a lot more tighter and a lot more instant with the button presses.
I
So
really want to play this game because this will be my third Paper Mario, and I've liked both the ones I played. So I feel like I'd like this one a lot.
oh yeah,
But
it's really good. I love that they found a way to like fix the backtracking because like this game is like very infamous for
yeah,
like its backtracking.
I've heard there's a lot of like quality of life stuff.
Oh,
They've added.
absolutely.
That's
Ooh,
good.
even like
That's good.
for the method of like getting a Yoshi color, like they made it so like you don't have to like get it or a little earlier before like you could just get it and before you start like the rematch, you could just like wait there a bit. It kind of threw me off for a bit because I didn't realize it did that.
Mm.
What was the video, Rosa, that you really wanted us to show on the screen?
I put it on screen.
What is,
it was the
well,
shaky controller.
No, but like, what is going on with that? We can't. Are we just
Okay,
gonna show that and just be like, you figure it out?
okay, so what was happening? Look, I pulled out my SNES controller for Switch because like I don't know, I like to mix and max with the controllers I use, and that tends to be a good one. It's like just playing with a PlayStation controller, a PS1 controller, so the DualShock one. But it's it's very susceptible to like vibration effects, and the added like vibration effects to like the water when you're like
Whoa.
sailing or stepping over on like the tiles for like transformation. So it just vibrates and it just vibrates in every movement when you're going through the water. It's so funny.
Oh, is that like the thing? Because the Switch has like HD Rumble, so it can like
Yeah.
kind of modulate how much it vibrates. But if you have a third-party controller, a lot of them just only have one vibration setting, so it
Yeah.
just shakes like crazy.
Oh, I
Yes,
thought it
I
had
get
something
it.
to do with like rotoscope or whatever, not rotoscoping, but like moving the
Yeah.
Switch itself. It had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay.
It's just like me having a third person controller, third party controller, and
Yeah,
then it's just doing
third
that.
party.
Because like the first party one looks nice, but like I want to have 3D movements
Mhm.
for like RPGs. Like this controller, the controller I have, it's kind of just the equivalent to like a DualShock PS1 controller. So perfect when you're playing Grandia or RPGs.
But
Anyone
no,
here a fan of Grandia?
I mean,
I'll attack you. I'll fight you.
somebody
I'll
might
kill
be.
you.
I was saying.
Rosa, can I ask? Are you a little disappointed that the Toads have outfits in this? Does it bother you? Does it make you uncomfortable? Does it make you like not want to buy it for your family?
I mean, Jolene is there, and I want her number.
But like, is it make you uncomfortable that they have unique designs and outfits and characteristics? Is that scary and off-putting? Should we not do that in any more sequels? Is it scary?
Ryan, are you
Um,
projecting?
No, I'm just talking about like Nintendo's like incredibly weird thing they were doing for so long. Where
Yeah.
I feel like they were worried like people would get scared if like the Toads were dressed up too much, or, like anything was dressed up too much. I'm hoping like
They would.
oh god.
No, go ahead.
I'm hoping the fact they released this like they've calmed down, like they're not afraid to like because there's the part brought up after like well the Toads wear outfits in Origami King and Color Splash, like they do, but it's like it kind of feels like they're dressing up a bit more than like
Yeah.
being actual characters. Like I feel like they got really weird for a bit, like where they didn't want like very specific characters for so long. I'm hoping them releasing this makes them like calm down a bit on that. Like okay, we can like put a mustache on this Toad and like the brand won't collapse.
Yeah. They did add in like a new Toad.
They do. There's,
There's
a
a
new
new
training
Toad.
toad. Yeah.
Yeah, though it kind of does. That Toad does is a bit imbued with the philosophy of like the Origami King.
There is actually another new toad though. They added a mustache toad at one point in the game.
Oh, they did. They
There's
did.
a
They
new
added in like
mustache
another
toad.
shop.
Yeah.
There's an area they added. There's like in an area where you're like a bit far off from like a shop where they added in like another shop character. They done this bit where like in between parts where you don't have too much access to like a store.
Hmm.
They would add in like a character that would sell stuff to you. Like this traveling merchant, he shows up in chapter 2, and he would give you like he would sell some stuff to you in between, like so you don't have to go all the way back to the one in Rogueport to buy some stuff.
Yeah. And in the whole, for me, I do hope
Mm.
that like, I hope. I like Origami King. I don't like Color Splash or Sticker Star that much. I have to be honest. I like Origami King, but I will say, in the wake of this game coming out, I will say, I think it made me realize in hindsight, some of those Paper Mario games are a bit sauceless in some ways.
Hmm.
I think them getting really restricted their sauce for a bit, and I think it's a bit silly. They like were sometimes intentionally making the games worse for like arbitrary reasons. And I hope going forward, like we can combine the best of both worlds going on here.
Yeah.
Like what's present in
That's
both these kind of,
correct.
I'm not even gonna say both eras of games, like the classic era and Origami King, like combine what's going on in both of those. I think there you could have something really, really special
Yeah.
and good.
Okay.
I love how they updated the character sprites because it was just like 2D planes back in the GameCube, since Mario was redesigned to work with like being like in pieces,
Hmm.
like little puppeting. And now
Right, there's
they
a
brought that
different
back.
like animation.
Yeah, and they found a way to
Style.
like get that to work. I understand why they did like the little paper outline for a bit, just for lighting purposes. But now they found a better balance where like it's now like a little diorama kind of thing, cardboard, where it has like that depth
Mm.
that still helps with the lighting and helps it blend in better.
Mm.
And it's like really good.
Yeah.
One thing I really missed from when I was playing Origami King was the stylish moves.
Yeah.
I felt like Origami King could have just like had like stylish move to add to like getting more coins in battles. And it feels like with just the one button press for like hammer and jump, it
Wait.
just feels like a little
What button?
Jesus Christ.
fuck. We
I'm
have a
not
new
doing this again.
Alright.
Let Rosa
speak.
speak. Let Rosa speak on her truth.
Can I have any
Yes.
fun around here? Go on, sorry.
No, Ryan.
It's very interesting. It's very wonderful to be able to do stylish again because like they're so fun to do. They add like a lot more interactivity and it just rewards you for like being good at like performing moves. One thing I noticed is that like one of the attacks changes the way you could super guard.
Huh.
So there would be Fire Breath's attack, and back in Knocking Your Door, it would in the original, once you get hit, you don't get hit immediately. It like goes over you, and then you have a moment to like guard or super guard. But once they spout out the fire, you kind of just get hit immediately, and it's been throwing me off whenever I encounter that. So, yeah. So that's like pretty weird for me. But also I
Uh-huh.
really miss the super guard because that like can break the game. I would say the way they changed the fire break probably balance out a few things a bit, but also it kind of like makes it like a little difficult to work with. Like I feel like the Battletoad is a good addition because it helps you like practice your timing, but I also feel like they should be
Battletoad.
it should have been
It's
able to like
not about-
extend the type of attacks that hits you so you could practice on guarding them or super guarding them. But they only like limited it to just like one type of attack.
I think just thinking about this is tangentially related to Thousand Year Door. I think if Nintendo ever wanted to put RPG characters in like a Mario Kart, I know like they get this in like we can't have like Goombella or Koops in because your grandma wants to play as regular Koopa. My logic is I think Vivian and Mallow would be the best characters to like transfer over. I think they got
Like they're
unique.
very
They got unique designs, and like I think Gino has a lot of baggage attached to him. That's a really funny thing to say,
Yeah.
but he's like a big grand god character kinda, and I think him being a one-off makes him kind of special. I think like Mallow and Vivian could show up to the party. That's my
Yeah,
I
opinion.
love
but
Mallow. I hope he's
their
in
designs are
everything.
also their designs are like super cute.
Hmm.
So it's super cute to see. Their design are like super cute. Mallow can like you put Mallow in, like everyone would love Mallow. Like, oh, just a cute little guy.
Mallow is
And
so
then like
good.
Vivian, of course, trans icon. This year's
Queen.
Bridget. I hope they make
Queen.
like a lot of merch of Vivian, like they did for Bridget. I am
It's
If they're
different.
smart.
It's different for Guilty Gear. They just love making merch. They just
Yeah.
love making shit up.
Nintendo is afraid of making really great merch because most of their fan base is like Goo Goo Gaga.
Yeah,
just
Google
like-
Gaga babies.
Yeah, that's the
I only want
issue
Mario and
Precure-
Peach and Daisy.
Yep.
That's the issue Precure is facing now because of the fact that like a majority is like, well, we have to make sure we could get it for the younger audience, so they cut back on like merch and just all cut it down to like acrylic stands and like tin badges,
Mhm.
which is sad. I miss the SH figures. I miss the high quality figures.
Rose, any final thoughts on Thousand Year Door?
Really appreciate the shortcut. Love Vivian. I hope with Toads, on top of having like the unique, they keep like a masses of like regular ass Toads because I love them in Origami King because they also come across as like
They need to have two
Cartoonish.
species. They need to have two species
Yeah.
of toad. They need to have like Peaches, like baby, like mindless dumb toads, and like toads quotation marks like
they're
people.
they're kind of like the banana guards or like the
There we go.
yeah like
Oh,
Yeah.
we're
that's
circling
why
back.
I loved it so much in like Origami King because like they're kind of just like weird masses. They have like say like the strangest things and you're kind of fucked up in your head. Like these toads are kind of fucked up. Like it's the toads here are also fucked up in like Thousand Year Door. There's like one you find that's like has like family troubles. His wife is constantly gambling. His kid won't go outside because he lives in such a shitty neighborhood. And like the father can't write a book. He said, "I want to leave to an island or something." So fucked up. Like a lot of these characters say like a lot of fucked up shit, and especially like Gumbella, who's just like fucking rude to everyone she sees. Like I fucking hate that guy Gumfrey.
I think the biggest thing Origami took away, like I mean like the post like Soul era, I guess we're calling it Paper Mario. The biggest thing we lost was the baby toad characters, which are like the little short little baby toads. I need to put. I'm gonna put a picture of one on
How
screen.
can they get any smaller? I
I'd
really
like-
need to know.
Oh, you'll see.
I like how they added in like a baby toad to like an area of the game to explain to you that like, oh, you could go down drain the drain gang.
This baby
Also, fucking
toad.
love that you could hit
Love baby
everyone
toad.
with a hammer and they react to it.
You see what I mean though?
Wonderful
Like Nintendo, what are they so afraid of Baby Toad? The people want Baby Toad.
Be the
How
one
much
to play
baby
that
can you
toads
get
can
in
reproduce.
They're not
Yeah.
gonna
Toads don't age or have sexual identities.
Yeah. Also,
Oh.
I love the fact that they added in like you get like coins from like clearing a boss, and I can't wait to fight like the new bosses.
New content.
Yeah,
I love
and
And the
also
Paper
shout
Mario-
out to
Sorry.
I always say shout out to Bizbell Paper Mario stream and Nick Lacey's Paper Mario stream. Love watching their gameplay. That's a really great voice acting in Bizbell's power. I know I drew art specifically for that. Something Sans Undertale related to Paper Mario, but eventually. So, but yeah, fun time. You should all play it. I wish the pre-order bonuses weren't restricted to like one region, cause fuck, I really wish I could get that diorama from the UK.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Don,
yeah.
you said you wanted
Yeah.
to. You said you watched or played something this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Your whole chat will like me after this one. I realize.
Oh, I know what you want to talk about. Please tell us.
Yeah.
They're gonna love this.
What
Oh.
is it?
Guys, chat, people at home. Let me preface this by saying,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I
man.
never got into
What?
fandom stuff during high school. I don't know
Okay.
what happened. Like I was in high school from 2009 about to 2012 before Tumblr got big.
It's okay.
Yeah,
You're
I
welcome.
missed a lot. And as a 30-year-old man now, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I saw a random video on my YouTube that was basically like a retrospective of our dear friends, the Homestuck.
Your
And
Homestuck? Your Homestuck
yeah,
won ya?
and
You talking about me?
I wish it was Homestar Runner.
Oh.
Yeah, that girl, the light in her eyes when she started talking about Homestuck and how much fun she had. Now, mind you, this was a black girl, so I was just like, oh, okay. So I sat my ass down and listened, and she was just so vibrant, just in love with this world. And then she admitted she was just like, there was a point where I stopped, but I did love it. I loved hanging out with my friends. I loved going to cons for this, blah blah blah. I was like, oh, I really missed out on that. I have no idea what that's about. I really missed out on that. And I decided at my big age to get into Homestuck and figure out what's going on with Homestuck. Is that Baby Toad?
That's just Toad without a
Yeah.
shirt. Go on.
Ew. Anyway, so yeah, I have been listening to a voice acted version of Homestuck, and let me tell you, every single person who said, "Hey, don't do that," "Hey, this aged awfully," "Hey, forget it, you didn't miss anything," you were correct. Every single person who said that, you were
Whoa.
right. I didn't miss a thing. It aged horribly.
You don't like.
There are so
Oh
many
my God.
jokes that were just like very specific to the late 2000s that I was just like, damn. I know where I was when some of these jokes were being made, but I grew up, so the book did not, and I've accepted that. And man, Hussey was making shit up. They really were. And at this point, like at the time, revolutionary, and I will acknowledge that it was very revolutionary for its time. Everything I learned about Homestuck was through osmosis because I had one friend who every time Homestuck updated, no matter what time, she was on it and she recapped everything for me. I know
Did she run out
all of these
screaming, and then naturally someone thought she was being stabbed, so that they called the police, and then the police came over,
And the police said,
gave
"Oh,
her a shock
Homestuck
blanket.
style."
and then the police was like, "It updated."
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
Continue.
So so I know all of these characters' names. I know everything they've ever done. I know what's going on, but I didn't have context for any of it. So there were characters that I've just straight up said, "Yeah, I love that character." Yeah. No context, just like, yeah. Like Gamzee or whatever those other guys are, the Taurus one. Fucking forgot his name. But
Taurus.
yeah, him, I love those guys. With context, I don't like them too much. I don't like them too much anymore.
How much of it have you read or whatever?
So right now, I'm at the part where everybody was doing their thing. The humans were doing their thing. Now we're on the trolls side, so we're getting their backstory and what they were up to. So you're hearing.
Is that
from the
early?
trolls.
I've never read it either. I've not.
Yeah, I understand that, and I respect you for that. Keep that up. Don't ever I wasn't in the fandom at the beginning. I came in when everything was over, and I'm saying don't bother. Don't
Are you
bother.
serious? Well, how much of it have you? I mean, I'm just wondering. A lot.
A lot.
If you've read like chapter 1, you're like, oh, don't bother. Like, maybe it gets good.
No, I've gotten through a lot. They say some shit, and I'm just like, ugh. I'm just like, ugh.
I guess I don't know. I guess I've never like felt compelled to. I don't really know. I don't know who to believe.
To be like, the reason I got in is because I felt like I missed something, and I technically still felt that way. Like maybe if it wasn't the content itself, it was the familial bond of the people. Like let me tell you this, Homestuck was big enough to have its own sections. Like if your fandom was you and a couple of friends, you go to the cons, you say hi to people, dressing with the gray. My friend for Halloween came to school as Veriska.
Oh,
That's insane.
With the white.
Everything with the
Powder
gray
makeup?
skin, the horns, the glasses,
Oh my
everything.
god.
For me, I did Rochelle from fucking Left 4 Dead 2. That's what I did, and she came in as Vriska. So
You
I was
guys
like,
were
"Oh,
really-
face,
really-
go off me."
Really, you guys are really the
You
talk
know
of the party.
Oh my
That's-
god!
I'm realizing I have memories of high school of people coming to school with horns on.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like
Yeah.
I'm my YouTube algorithm is super fucked up right now. I'm getting like discourse from millennia ago.
Really?
But I'm just like, I'm eating it up. I'm just like, perfect. Just keep it up. I have not made a fan troll yet. I'm saying yet because it will happen. It will happen. You will see it. I don't know anything about class specs. Even to this day, I do not know. Even with what I learned, I don't understand it. I have to take the quiz, is basically all I heard. And then I have to figure out the dating thing with the cards.
Oh no! Not the fucking cards dating thing.
I'm obsessed with this because everybody's just like, oh man, oh no. Like, that's the I talked to one of my friends about this and they were like, I hate Homestuck, but that's the one thing I kept with me. I love that shit. And I was just like, okay, but
I get that crap slapped on me all the time.
you do?
Love
I
and
do.
Xander love putting you in those images.
I've had my face plastered on those freaking images of the romance spectrum thing, whatever it is.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm gonna be real with you. I like it too, but I kind of want to not have Homestuck involved with it.
Well,
Just
sometimes
a
you
little
gotta
bit.
you gotta take the dirt with the vegetables, you know.
Yeah. Ryan, do me a favor. Can you put Terezi on the screen? Not for any other reason other than she is a Libra and I am also a Libra.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
honestly, when my friend came up and they were just like, you should do Terezi RP. I'm like, I never what? No. And this was, let me remind you, this was like 10th, 11th grade that this was happening. I was just like, I'm good. I was into Metal Gear Solid. I was reading too many books. I was doing all this stuff. I was not into Homestuck. I didn't know what was going on. The last time I heard about Homestuck, the guy with the glasses, he got
Doug
stabbed
Walker?
and something got jammed. Yeah, Dr. Homestuck. But yeah, that's my life. I had friends who dressed up. Nepeta was another one I heard a lot about. Equius, I don't want to hear about him again. Do not talk about him.
And Dongle?
Yeah, shut up.
Oh, who can
I
forget?
thought you were
I
being
want to hear about
stupid.
Dongle.
And who can forget Zeegly?
The Zeegly? Yeah. him.
Zeegly.
Oh,
Last time, and then I heard about Calliope, Caliborn, all those people. I don't
Okay,
care.
Calliope's too far, but Zeegly's like ridiculous.
I hate all those names. I hate them all. But you know what? Hussy, they were having a moment. Their brain was going off. They were just like ba 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 ba. Let's put a slur in here. Ba 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 ba. Let's do something. Ba, 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 let's drive it out.
Like the
Fucking
Jimmy
Con
Timmy
Air,
at the computer.
fucking Nick Cage, all that stuff. Bring it in. I was just like, fine, whatever. Don't know what the hell is going on, but I understand everything. That's it. That's my review of Homestuck. Hopefully it starts getting fucking crank. I want to hear the Megalovania from that. It's gonna be fun. I already heard my favorite song. How can I breathe
wait,
that one song? How can I live without you? Huh?
So do you like it or not? I can't even tell.
You know, if you're turning your brain off and like already in the ground dead, maybe you're liking it. But like, I have to analyze it as a piece of media from the late 2000s. Like, I have to understand that it's like,
And you're engaging with it critically, correct? You're consuming it.
of
properly.
course. But
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes it made me laugh. I think like it's genuinely funny when it's not.
Did you laugh
being-
critically?
No, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. No, I didn't. Some jokes they hit,
Ooh.
and I'm just like, I don't like it. I'll get
I
canceled
don't
for
know
that.
if you're
I didn't laugh
consuming it
critically, but everything else I did.
I don't know if you're
Yeah,
administering
no.
proper media
There are some jokes because I like absurdist humor.
consumption.
I like absurdist humor, and there's a lot of that. So I
Okay.
was just like, yeah, it's my sense of humor. It could do with less slurs, and it could do with less weirdo jokes. But yeah, I like
Isn't there a
it.
slurless cut?
I beg your pardon?
I think there is a slurless version.
Am I going
There's
to?
slurless cut?
What?
Am I
Yeah.
going? Am I going to hell for
What happened?
for consuming media wrong? If I laugh when Master Shake says the F slur.
Maybe,
What
Ryan.
happened?
Maybe. There's a version of Homestuck you could watch, you can read, that has no slurs in it. They
That would
replaced
be
all of them.
fantastic.
That's
You would like that?
Mhm.
Oh, that reminds me of how like Hills gets trolled. Has like a completely slurless and no curse word version.
No curse
Yeah,
words
no.
at all?
Nothing, no slurs, no curse words, no nothing. It's completely clean, and it sucks because like no, I still want to hear Shadow say "fuck." It's like "fuck those trolls." It's so funny though.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So I guess you couldn't. I don't know. I don't think it's been dubbed. The slurless. There's no slurless dub. So I don't know. Maybe a few plucky.
An ethically consumable slurless cut.
the
Hey,
ethical
Like,
cut.
but that's the thing. Like I said, it's a piece of the time. I would prefer if it didn't use some of the words that it used, but at the same time, I'm just like, it happened. We're already past that. Sorry.
I'm like that when like watching, like not watching. I mean playing Danganronpa.
Yeah, they made some shit up in Danganronpa though. That I don't want to talk about it, but yes, that annoyed me. But yes,
Right.
but that's my Homestuck run. I'm still like I'm at part 5. I'm doing act shit, but yeah, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying just seeing it, what it's going on. I do still think it's revolutionary for what it was.
Okay.
Nobody's really doing that, and nothing's going to be as big as Homestuck was. So I'm glad it's over
Really?
for a lot of people. I'm sorry if I gave people war flashbacks or
Don,
something.
I have bad news. I have something bigger than Homestuck.
Also, Ryan,
Go ahead, Ryan. Tell me.
Pokemon and
The
Disney.
presidential election.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, hold
Rosa.
on, Ryan. Since it's Pride Month, put up this one manga panel for like one of the mangas by like the Death Note author.
What is it?
Okay.
Oh no, not this.
No, I didn't like that one.
No.
Bad.
Put on
She's got a
s-
point.
I'll put it on
hated
screen.
You
that
should start
one.
using this image. You know, you got a point.
Seep, did you watch or play anything this week?
I did.
What did you watch or play?
I watched the newest reboot of the Fairly Odd Parents.
In real
Yeah.
I saw the little girl. She is so cute.
Yeah. So we got a new child. We finally moved on from Timmy. This is the most Timmyless that an iteration of the Fairly Odd Parents brand has ever been, and it was honestly a pretty good move.
you hate
know,
him.
Huh.
I mean,
hate
I'm not
Timmy.
even. I ain't saying I'm anti Timmy, but you know, we spent more than enough time with him. You know, I think.
I
Timmy, please.
despise Timmy. So yes, love this new direction. Go
Don
ahead.
hates that little white boy.
I've been on record saying this multiple times. Yes.
I wish I didn't have to take the vaccine.
No, but I mean, kind of so Fairly Odd Parents, classic Nickelodeon cartoon. I watched it as a wee child. It was never my favorite show. I never watched like every single episode, especially after a certain point where it just, you know, what was the point?
Who's the poof?
That,
No,
that's
I enjoyed it well enough. I was there for Wishology. I remember being there for that.
Yeah, real quick, I tried rewatching that once and I got so bored.
Is it just like really dragged out?
It just keeps going. Like you get to like the end of like part 2, and like, there's another 40-minute left.
Yeah.
Go on.
I am the chosen one.
Seepington.
Yeah,
What happened to the baby?
Poof.
Yes.
You didn't know what happened to Poof?
No. What happened to him?
There was a huge like housing crash, so they had to give him up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we don't know who, but I think he ate him.
You don't want to hear what happened to Sparky. Things got
Oh my
dark.
god. Oh,
I saw what
Lord.
happened to Sparky in the
Oh,
Ren and
Jesus.
Stimpy documentary.
No, there's a real canon answer with what happened to Poof.
Mhm.
The meta answer is he was like a baby that didn't add anything except like extra animation. So they wrote him off by he goes to Spellementary School, which is a boarding school in Fairy
Okay.
World. So you don't see him anymore. Well,
Now, why did they send him off?
because he didn't contribute anything to the formula, and he just
Okay, but what's the actual in-character reason they sent him off?
he's going to Spellementary School.
They sent their kid off to boarding school because they didn't want to play with him anymore?
No, because they want to. He's going to learn magic there. You know, like how kids in the real world they go to school to learn math. Well, Poof's going to school to learn, magic.
But he could have just gone to school and come home. But no, they sent him to a boarding school.
Well, I don't know why people do boarding schools in real life. Maybe it's just like
Usually
a
their
really
kid is an
rigorous.
issue.
I don't know. Maybe it's a really rigorous regimen. I mean, we don't know how often they see him off screen.
Sure,
I don't know.
sure.
He
And plus,
visits
like,
sometimes.
They just think that the people who are old enough to remember they had a child are not even watching anymore, so they just retconned him.
No, they didn't retcon Poof. They retconned Sparky. They just stopped putting him in episodes and
I
never
don't think
explained
anybody
why.
missed him. I swear to God.
He's
No,
probably out
yeah.
there killing people. Good for him.
But yeah, no, we have a new version of Fairly Odd Parents, which has foregone Timmy Turner and all of his family members. Honestly, like
Timmy's dad will
Jorgen-
weasel his way back way. Go on.
Jorgen von Strangle, Cosmo, and Wanda, I think, are the only like characters that are a part of the main cast. I'm sure over time they'll like introduce more.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a new show. It's interesting. The sort of, I guess what's makes this one stand out from the original is
Sorry, all Poop learned at the boarding school is how to do a bad Trump impression.
that's
about
true.
right.
A bad Eric Bauza Trump impression. But yeah, I'd say the focus of this one, it's a lot. So Fairly Odd Parents came out at a time where cartoons were a lot meaner in like the early 2000s. I'd say I'd kind of put Fairly Odd Parents in that. Like there's a lot of, especially as it goes on.
Mhm.
No, I mean, like one of the main jokes of the show at a certain point is like Cosmo and Wanda in a loveless marriage, basically.
What the
Right.
hell?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is kind of taking the basic formula, but transferring it into kind of a more modern cartoon environment. Like it's CGI now, but it's very
Right.
stylized CGI, and it's pretty appealing. It's
Yeah.
definitely the best like CGI Fairly Odd Parents has ever seen.
Why? Why? You didn't like their models and freaking
No.
Timmy Turner?
No, it's definitely the best animated. Honestly, the best
Well, you
animated
didn't like the
anything
3D and
fairly.
the Timmy Jimmy Power Hour?
No, it's the best like the franchise has looked since like since before they switched to Flash animation in the last season. But no, it's got a lot more like it's got like light continuity, which is interesting. Like the first 2 episodes are kind of like setting up like the world kind of before it goes into like the episodic adventures, which is interesting. The first one you kind of see how Cosmo and Wanda find this new girl, Hazel.
Mhm. Interesting
and-
name for a black girl. Go ahead.
I said Hazel is like such a like perfect like fictional character name. I feel like I
Yeah.
never see actual that's a name you would choose if you want like a really perfect like appealing girl character. But yeah. It's interesting how it's kind of got like an edge of lore to it almost. There's like bits of continuity that they're sort of bringing up in multiple episodes. Like one part of the setup is Cosmo and Wanda took a 10,000 year hyperbolic time vacation in between like this
Uh-huh.
and the original.
Hmm.
Where basically they traveled throughout time and space, without any god kids, and so Hazel's their first one, in 10,000 years.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. It seems like a weird thing to add, but I mean, it's there.
That's
There's a lot of
very
Easter eggs.
strange.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Am I hearing this correctly? Wait. You're telling me this new Fairly Odd Parents cartoon, this new Fairly Odd Parents with the Timmy and friends, it's got Easter eggs in it? What kind of Easter eggs, kid? Do I need to keep my eyes scoped out for on the Peatronic?
I want to say, one time on Mikari, I saw a picture of like shirtless Toad, and I was going to buy it for Ryan, but then I decided, nah, let me get like the Toad that you could fill with coins and then hit someone with.
Ryan, what are you doing?
What?
And now
This is a-
here's the result of like me not buying like the shirtless Toads for Ryan.
Could you at least put an image of like Timmy or something on the screen?
Can you no put Hazel on the screen?
Yeah, put Hazel from Undertale and her little crisp
Put,
shirt.
I'll do that.
put
Hold on.
Hazel next to Seep.
Keep talking.
But yeah, I guess I don't have a ton. It's just it's what? What's she laughing about?
What are you laughing at?
Simtown Brutal Moose. Bitches love when I'm happy. I say bitches love my mustache. When I'm sad, I say this time I'm really gonna do it.
What?
You just saw that today?
I seen that video like 11 years ago, so I didn't know that people were quoting Brutal Moose. No one did.
I understand.
What do you think of Jorgen in
Um,
this cartoon?
Jorgen is kind of. This is just about it. He had So they're translating all the characters into a 3D space, which has been historically difficult for Butch Hartman characters. I think Jorgen is the only one so far where it was like weird. His like chin is weird looking. It has like a weird arch to it. That's about all I could say about Jorgen in this show so far.
Something
Hope he
that
doesn't die.
he'll live. He'll be fine.
I
Something
think the
that
children want to hear about the Easter eggs, though.
Well, what are you saying, Ryan?
I just wanted to say, I just find it interesting. They've kind of like stepped back on Cosmo and Wanda's like relationship, I guess. Because I would say it's Fairly Odd Parents went on. They like I said, the joke kind of weirdly became they're like in a loveless marriage and they kind of hate each other and they don't like being around each other and they can't stand each other.
What do that bit for?
And for a bit, it's kind of miserable after a bit. Like it stops being like fun. If I'm being honest, but they've kind of
a lot
like they're a bit more like season 1, like Cosmo and Wanda now, where like they're kind of like on the same page a bit, like they're two asshole idiot kind of thing.
Right. There's more jokes in this where I kind of like it. Like it's cool, like Cosmo's the dumb one, but Wanda's the smart one. But Wanda's still like smart, but like kind of in her own world because they're both fairies. They're kind of out of step in this human world, so they're kind of like. They're the wacky element, brightening up Hazel's life. Just fun. They haven't formally. I haven't seen much of the non-binary character in this show.
There's a non-binary character?
Yes, there is. Hazel has like a bunch of child friends.
Okay.
One of them is this trope that is becoming like just more common now.
Right.
And I want to bring this up. I want to ask about this. Do kids have podcasts? Do like little kids do podcasts in like elementary school?
A really great question because
I
I'm
feel
gonna have
like-
to ask a kid. I don't think that's true.
I feel like if they do, it would probably be at school,
Right.
where it'd be like a club.
I'm just starting to see that because like the influencer kid is kind of becoming like more of a trope, which makes sense because
I
kids
think-
they be on that phone.
Yeah,
so true.
yes. Influencer kids, definitely. But the podcasting kid, I don't get it. That
No,
don't sound right.
There's a kid who does ASMR, and there's jokes about him doing podcasts. And I'm also thinking of the new Ghostbusters movies. They have a kid who's literally called Podcast.
It's his name.
His joke is that and his
Dang.
joke is that he does podcasts. So I'm like, is this gonna start becoming like one of those tropes where it's like we don't know where it came from. It's not really a real thing, but it's just kind of funny to do. Like a wish fulfillment trope. That's a
Maybe.
good term for it. Thank you, Sonic Binge.
I think that might be it. It's not something that's actually happening, but it's like what a millennial person thinks that a baby is
I
up
don't
to right
like
now.
mind it that much. Like it's
Huh.
funny, I guess. If you're doing like, wacky exaggerated jokes about things kids do. But no, yeah, I mean it's a decent show. Maybe I'll watch more of it. I don't know. I'm not the target audience or anything.
Is it not funny or something?
No, it's just like, it's for kids. Like
Okay. Is it
I don't
funny?
feel obligated to keep watching it, really.
Sure.
But I might. It's one of those things. Like if it was on TV, like I'd probably watch an episode. It's one thing that's different about it. It definitely has a different vibe from the original. I said it's a lot less mean. It's also it's a lot less loud too.
Really?
Yeah, if you've watched Fairly Odd Parents,
Yeah.
especially like as it went on, like by like season 10 of that show, everyone is like constantly yelling all of their lines.
I was actually pleasantly surprised to hear you say that because it got super loud at one point.
Yeah, it's a lot more quieter. It's a little more kind. It's a little more I don't know. It just kind of has a different perspective. I'd consider it a pretty successful reboot in terms of something that's trying to take an older formula and bringing it into like a new era for a new audience, without trying to like copy paste the exact same show that came before, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's no Crocker. We kind of talked about
It wouldn't make sense for him to come back because
our big
I'd be
wish.
first in line to beat his ass if he even looked at Hazel different.
Well, Don, our big wish. Do you know about Kevin Crocker? You probably haven't heard about Kevin Crocker. Not Denzel Crocker, the teacher. Kevin Crocker.
Is Kevin Crocker the child one?
Yes, the little mini version of Crocker.
Yes.
So you're aware of Kevin Crocker?
Yes, I am.
Kind of our wish was that they would introduce like Mr. Crocker. He'd still be called Mr. Crocker, but he'd have the shoes of Kevin Crocker. So if you're like a lore head, like that this is actually like the nephew of the original Crocker, but now he's like the same age.
Wow.
Time skip.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, I should also say in terms of timeline, this has overwritten the in the original Fairly Odd Parents as it went on, the timeline became that Timmy froze everyone's aging for 50 years.
Classic
What
episode.
the fuck?
Yeah, so now they've gone back on that. They specifically expressly say Cosmo and Wanda specifically says that their last god kid they were with for around 7 years, which would mean that they left him around when he was about to graduate high school and leave for college.
Right.
Do you think even they knew that episode was stupid?
I think they did. I think that's why they like wanted to specify how long they were with Timmy.
You imagine it said 57 years instead.
Right, yeah. No, that would be. They do joke that like, oh, it felt more like 20 though.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's a cute little joke. But yeah, no Crocker, but they do have the same voice actor as Crocker voicing Hazel's teacher. I'm pretty sure it's Carlos Alazraqui. He's doing a different voice.
Is he still annoying?
No, it's a whole different character, but it just happens to have the same actor. They do have Grey Delisle does not voice Vicky. Vicky does not appear. But she instead voices a mean principal character.
Okay. All right.
So we'll see where that goes. That's kind of they tried to do that with Vicky in the sitcom show. Like they made her like a mean teacher.
Mm-hmm.
But no sign of Vicky here. Just fine, you know.
That's perfectly fine with me. I would like this to be
Yeah.
a new thing anyway.
Yeah, I'm feeling they are probably going to introduce like more kind of legacy characters as it goes on. And I'm interested to see like who they pick for that.
Oh, they pick just stupid characters. Like they pick like Sparky the dog and like Flippy the dog, and
I honestly,
Bring them all back.
I
Or
think
Tough
it'd be really.
Puppy?
That's not even
Nah, bring them back.
okay. Yeah,
I wanted to
Um,
talk about. I wanted to go back and talk about that kid who was stuck in the basement.
Dale Dimmadome.
Yes.
They have the son of Dale Dimmadome, grandson of Doug Dimmadome in the show, Dev Dimmadome. I think we mentioned that on a previous episode, but he's one
do.
of
Dev.
he's like the rich kid of this show. And someone asked in chat, I want to say they did a drone joke with him, but I can't really remember. If they haven't yet, they will do a drone joke with that kid specifically.
I'm in tears crying. Will Flappy Bob reappear?
I don't know.
Flappy Bob is
I
so
get-
through the No Mercy run in Undertale.
I
my
guess I'd
God.
imagine if they do any legacy things, it'd be from like the earlier seasons. Because I imagine this is a show where a lot of people working on it were kids when the original came out.
What about what about the characters that they didn't like add any characters later on? Actually, like they had like,
Wandissimo.
Juan
Bring him back.
Juan Decimo's like old season though. Like I'm trying to think of like characters from like the Chloe or Sparky era, like characters they introduced. to
Schnozmo!
Schnozmo! That's it. That's all they're gonna
Oh,
have.
Schnozmo. Oh, they need to bring Schnozmo back.
They're gonna
They
have.
gotta.
Oh, when they bring Francis the bully back, and he's like a old man.
Oh my god.
Old
I
Francis.
forget about Francis because that's how hard he fell off of that show.
Seriously,
like-
I did not remember him until you brought him up.
Does
Like,
Poof
he had
ever
a
meet
bully.
Francis?
I don't think so.
It'd be funny if this new reboot catches on so much that it falls down the same path where they just focus less and less on like Hazel's like personal school life. We
Mhm.
see like the colorful cast of characters slowly diminish, and we just start focusing on her dad.
I feel like bully characters.
Wait,
in
stop real
cartoon-
quick. Is AJ her dad?
No,
No, there's
Okay,
no
I'm just
sort
making
of
sure. I'm just making sure. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I feel like bully characters in cartoons really suffer if you don't make them like a little like nice and funny after a bit. Because like I think
Yeah,
once, like it's like I'm thinking like Buford and like Nelson, like they kind of like add them to the main friend group after a bit. Like they
Mhm.
kind of they're still like bullies, but like they kind of like get to be like friends with the main characters. Like Francis, like whole thing was always like, oh, he's stronger and better and mean than Timmy. He's like, it just sucks, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Honestly, Trixie kind of had the same issue, I think.
Okay.
I feel like that's why they stopped using her, like after a while, I'd say. Because it was kind of like just she could only ever be like a problem for Timmy. So I think they probably just got tired of that.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Vicky just filled that bully role so easy that, everyone was just like, we can't have Timmy going through this every week. Like, he doesn't need a bully
Right.
and then this bitch. So don't
I
worry
mean,
about
honestly,
Dinnerville.
Dinnerville.
Buford.
I feel like that was beautiful. But I guess the bully character becoming a friend is like in everything, really.
yeah, because he just
Yeah.
it's more versatile, I
Mhm.
guess.
Like Knuckles,
Yeah.
Okay.
He-
We gotta
yeah,
get
that's about all.
we gotta get the show wrapped up. I watched Silly Bands on the Run. It wasn't very good.
What did you watch?
I watched Silly Bands on the Run. It wasn't very good.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
gonna take a few questions from the Discord, then we're gonna wrap the show up. We had over 3 hours. We shouldn't do that. It was very
Oh.
irresponsible.
Sorry.
Shouldn't have talked about multiverses for an hour straight.
Oopsies.
That's on us. Yep.
We got to talk about the gay pride shirt. Let's see. From Ty Greeny, since a direct is happening this month, what games do you expect to be announced / want?
Oh.
What's that image of like that GIF with Dawn and the Piplup like being cheerleaders and whatever?
Me, Don?
No,
No, the
Pokédon.
Pokemon Dawn.
Oh, Pokemon Don?
Yeah, that one. I know
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
F-Zero.
I want Platoon 4.
Oh wait! I know what Rose is going for. F-Zero, Kid Icarus, new 3D Mario, new 2D Zelda, new Mario Kart, new Wave of Smash DLC.
Birdo specific game. Anything with her doing whatever. I want
weird?
her in it.
Is it weird that I feel like they're just not gonna announce anything? They're just gonna here's an extra look.
What game was supposed to come out?
The only game they have listed right now to come out is Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
Yeah, here's a
Okay.
special extended look at Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
My
Are they just gonna
prediction
talk about the new thing? Yeah, go ahead.
is it will be like the only like truly new game in this direct will be like a Mario Party, and anything else they announce will be a remake or a port.
Okay.
That's my hard stance.
Yeah,
Disco
I can't
Elysium
imagine them.
2, robot rap, fucking Bubsy game.
Like,
I can't imagine
anything.
like a Metroid Prime 4 trailer like tagged at the end of this.
Like there won't be like Super Mario Baseball in this. I don't even think that. I don't think there'll be like even like a Kirby spinoff. I don't think there'll be anything. I think it'll be Mario Party will be the one new game, and then like it'll be like here's the Zelda ports to the Wii U we haven't done yet, and then like I don't know, it's like Chibi Robo HD. Like that's it. That'll be the direct.
Aren't they gonna talk about the new system?
No, they're not going to in this direct.
Okay, fine. Yeah, ports, whatever. I don't care. Anything with Birdo, put her in a box.
Yeah.
Make her get out. I don't care. I'll buy the game. Do it, Nintendo.
It's like too late for me to believe they're gonna do anything.
Whatever.
But she says that because she really wants them to do something huge, and she wants to lower her expectations.
And
so
Nintendo-
extra high.
If they could play as Tilda in it, then that's fine.
Nintendo are the kings of left field.
Ryan's pretending that she doesn't care, so they actually do something.
That's what
Yeah.
Nintendo does. You see, you think they're not going to do something, and then they actually do it. You just every time you can't see what they're doing most of the time. It's crazy. They're the kings of left field.
If you
Thank you,
say
Arlo.
so.
That was an
Thank you,
Arlo
Arlo.
joke. by
Oh,
the
I
way.
thought that was Tommy.
No, that was
No,
Tommy is like
Tommy's more. Arlo's like,
Oh,
"Eh."
right. Silly me. Okay, yeah. So that's Arlo. Thank you, Arlo.
Here's one from B Kirby. We can maybe just end the show on this one. What Mario enemy would you want to see as a Paper Mario partner? Easy answer. They still haven't done Shy Guy for some reason, so Shy Guy.
Birdo.
Birdo.
what if it was like a female Shy Guy?
Oh, he was sexy.
Shy girl.
Yeah. What'd you say, Rosa?
Let me see. No enemy, but I think the closest I could think of is I would like to see a Toadette be a partner.
Okay, so both you and Don said a character.
But as an
the fuck are you
enemy,
talking about?
as an enemy and for an enemy, Prongo.
Okay, then I'll say fucking Thwomp.
There we go. See,
You seem to forget
Oh,
Birdo's history, but okay, whatever.
Well, I mean, she's definitely not an enemy anymore. I think
she
we're talking
should
more.
still be.
Well-
She should be a girl boss, killing people for no reason.
my thing was you were saying Birdo the character. I was like thinking of like a species.
The Birdo. Do you want to be more specific like that?
Okay, there we go. A Birdo,
A
I wanna
Birdo.
see
I would like
Toad.
a Birdo.
a girl Toad. There we go.
There you go.
Or an enemy's Prongo.
In terms of a species, I think I'd say Luigi, like the Luigi species.
Okay, so what the
Okay.
fuck?
I'm kidding.
No. They should add back in like those human characters you get as partners in the Strikers beta.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know them. No, Shy Guy's mine. I think Shy Guy's. It's weird they haven't done a Shy Guy in Paper Mario yet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just haven't
I'm looking at
Yeah.
all these. I mean, Shy Guy's kind of the best answer.
I think Shy Guy is a pretty good one, yeah.
I guess a Wiggler, like a little short Wiggler, would be pretty cute
Oh,
looking.
Wiggler Wednesday.
There was
Yeah.
going to be like a change hub partner at one point.
Ryan Sticker Star before Tanabe got what he wanted. Oh, every night I'm still dreaming of it. Oh.
Enough.
Sorry.
No more of that.
I guess before we leave, does anyone have anything to say about the Moana 2 trailer?
No.
Yeah, sure is the trailer.
Can I just throw this out into chat? Email Startcast if you want to with your answer. Does anyone really care about Moana 2? This is not me being rude or sarcastic or whatever. I'm actually asking, does anyone care about Moana 2? I really would like to know.
Ryan, don't you want to do your joke about the Moana grandma showing like 3 books on the sand?
Yeah. my prediction for Moana 2 is like, since it's like just being cobbled together through like episodes of a show, is they do the thing they used to do like on Disney like sequels where they just like do 3 stories, and the movie would start with a fade into like 3 books on the beach, and Moana's like grandma would be narrating like, I want to tell you 3 stories.
I think that's so perfect. I like I really want that to happen. That would just be like so hokey. I'm just imagining like sitting for this big budget movie, and that's how it starts. Like a Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas thing.
I want to tell you 3 stories, and each one's like, okay, this is the Moana story, this is the Maui story, and then they have like, I don't know, like the pig story.
Yep.
Yeah, the pig gets the story.
That's the thing, though. It's just like, I liked the original Moana. I thought it was fine. I didn't feel like it needed a sequel. It's happening anyway. I'm just not gonna watch it. It's not gonna be my thing.
Are you gonna watch the remake?
No. So if anybody watches that, I hope you enjoy it. That's it.
At the end of the Moana stories, when they have like 3 the 3 stories get told, like all the characters from all the stories come together and they sing a song.
Yes, they sing the
Ryan,
song
go
for
ahead
the
and tell us
first.
the
See the
song.
line at the edge of the sea. They all sing that together.
Yeah, they all come
Yeah,
together.
but would it be a new like Lin-Manuel Miranda joint? Like,
No,
let me
he's
see.
No,
not-
he's not coming back.
Yeah,
He's
they
not
got
coming back
they got
for
like
this.
they got like the TikTokers to sing it.
Yeah, they got some
got rid
TikTok
of him?
musicians. I think maybe
Like
I don't
eyes
know
in
what.
the skies.
What's wrong?
Well, because this is adapted from a Disney Plus show that didn't even originally have like the voice actors from the
What?
movies.
What? There was a show?
No, there wasn't. There was going to be, and then they canceled it. And then like this sequel is basically that show, like recobbled and like reanimated. And they
Alright.
dubbed over the old actors with the Rock.
The actual voice
and-
actors?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. That's a good word for it.
Like, that's such a choice. Like, okay.
It seems desperate, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Especially after that letter.
so
that
yeah,
movie.
Lin-Manuel is not involved.
Okay.
I don't know I really don't know. I don't know what the core of the show is going to be. I imagine it was probably going to be one of those shows that's like a really long like story, you know? Like it
Mhm.
would have been like 6 episodes and it's all one arc. So maybe it would have been easy to adapt into a movie if it was something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Boat snack. He says boat snack in the trailer.
I
Boat
hope
snack
everybody who's
upgrade.
voice acting in that, I hope you get your bag. Anybody who watches it, once again, I hope you enjoy it. I'm just it'll come and go before I recognize that. So
Yeah.
go ahead. Dwayne, hope you're
Bacon
doing
and
well.
eggs.
Call me next week. We can get lunch.
Piggy power. Oh,
Sing
the pig is
3,
gonna be
Sing
so
3, let's
epic
get
in the
that
movie.
going. Yeah.
The pig is gonna be so cute and epic. There should be like a scene where, oh my god, the pig and the chicken have to like rescue Moana and Maui because they're being tied up by the big twist villain.
Is that
Pretty good.
okay? Yeah.
Did
The
that
whole
trailer
pig-
show anything that
No.
was
Story?
not in the first movie?
No, bacon and eggs.
They added
Yeah,
bacon
yeah.
and eggs.
I'm
They
hoping
we,
Go on.
they announce Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 this direct.
Oh, yep.
I feel like Rosa just now you're like the slowpoke girl from Twitter.com. you just
Okay.
I love Slowpoke Girl.
You just caught up like what the previous conversation was
I
about. Like,
love Slowpoke Girl. She's so
Rosa,
cute.
I'm obsessed with you. I'm so glad you did that.
Like,
'cause
you
you're
were-
so right.
you were just sitting there like mouth agape, and like there was like a loading like screen on your brain of really finished loading.
I
Oh my
love
God.
Slowpoke Girl so much. She's so cute.
I gotta look this shit up. I had never heard of this.
All
but
right,
I'll look this up.
everyone.
For later. I love her
Mhm.
beach outfit. It's so cute. Trans
Yeah,
colors.
please.
Don, will we
Yeah.
ever have you on for an episode less than 3 hours long?
I hope so, but I feel like I feel like we're just talking because you guys are like my best friends. So I
That's
like
the thing.
talking
That's
to
what
you guys
happens.
a lot. Yeah.
We
so
get
That's
we get you or Lou on, and it's over.
yeah,
Yeah.
like when we're both on, it's done. You have a 5-hour episode immediately, and guess what? I rewatch them every time because we're so funny. I love
Yeah.
when we get together.
Is that still our longest like podcast?
I think so. Yeah.
That was a special
5-hour
episode, though.
It was
special
very
episode.
special.
Yeah.
I can't believe we were live for 5 hours just talking about
Just
things.
love talking to you guys. That's just how
I know, I
is.
love it too. That's why I like don't even realize how long it's been. I checked the clock; it's been like 60 minutes, and
I
we're
mean-
still talking about multiverses.
We somehow stayed about 50 viewers this entire podcast, so I'm proud of us.
Yay.
We got freaks. We got freaks that'll follow us to the end.
I respect those freaks. Thank you, freak.
But I'm gonna wrap the show now. I'm gonna free us from this mortal coil we've attached ourselves to. Thank you, Don, for coming on again, as always.
No problem. Love
Uh,
being on here.
Everyone, thank you for tuning in tonight. I think, see, to end the show off, can you give us one more if?
Wait. I wanna say something.
Okay.
Keep an
Do
eye
you?
on my Twitter tomorrow. Yes, keep an eye on my Twitter tomorrow. I'm going to do coffee drawings. If you want me to draw a femboy, that's where you can ask me.
Okay. I will be watching.
Yes,
I will be
somebody.
watching.
Awesome. All right, see, give us one last if to end the podcast.
Okay.